Salute. Hey, Chris G. I gotta get the official spelling, man. I be getting mixed up, man. I be getting mixed up. I gotta get the official spelling, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in so far. Let's talk about it. Let some people get up in here. Salute to Carlito, man. Salute to that boy Carl. I'm glad y'all put me on to him, man. I didn't. A lot of y'all been, oh, Carlito. He's a nice dude, man. Like, that man is freaking nice, man. I like the way he talking and everything, man. I love the way he talking and everything, man. I'm gonna speak on Louie Lou. That's the last two interviews I did. Dollar Bill Will, salute. Chris G, salute. Yes, very humble dude. Very humble. He said his page got like over 5,000 subscribers. He's a very humble dude, man. Samuel Hernandez, what's good? What's good? You hear me? Hey, Dollar Bill, for real. Bro, I ain't know whether to respond. I'm like, hold on, is that my cue? Maybe I should wait every 2 you hear me, then respond. Or I should wait every 3. I did that with the dude Indio. Will BX 172 Ewok, salute. Father, you are Allah, salute. Listen, when I interviewed the dude Indio, listen, he like, you heard? I was like, yeah. You heard? I said, yeah, 20,000 times in that interview. He was mad at, yo, listen, I'm going to tell you something about the Dominicans. I love the energy, man. I love the energy, man, and the way you guys defend each other, especially the dude in the comments. I think his name is El Vacano. He be defending the fuck out of the Dominicans. Ain't shit getting past El Vacano. Shout out Jason Martinez. Salute, salute. Ain't nothing getting past El Vacano for real. Shout out to everybody that's all the subscribers that's been there from the gate, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate the love and support. Yeah, New York guys, definitely, man. Hey, Dollar Bill, I'm from New York originally. I'm from Westchester. My mama's side is still up there in Yonkers. Yonkers, my Mamaroneck, New Rochelle. But I've been there since 94, but I've been back and forth. I moved back in 2010. We can hold it down and go in any building and get respect. No doubt, Queens Galaxy been there for a while, too. 300, salute. My boy Black Coffee, salute to my boy Black Coffee. What's going on? I see you on the other live earlier with the blue boy. I don't want to say the name. I see you on that one earlier, but that's what's up, bro. You was holding it down. No, not Louie Lou. Louie Lou is the guy I just interviewed, Homeless in America. What's going on, Homeless in America? What's going on? Young, by the way. Cali, stand up, man. I got to get an interview out of Cali, man. Cali got those crazy politics. You white, got to go with the whites. Black, got to go with the blacks. Let some more people get up in there. I appreciate y'all, man. I spoke to Carlito 2 days in a row, trying to lock this interview in for this week. He said he couldn't. I tried to push it. I said, bro, can we just do it today? He's like, no, man, he got 2 videos I got to release. He got to release 2 videos on his page. Then he said he can break, but he said he wanted to do this different. Like, he's writing a book and everything. You know what I'm saying? He is writing a book. But let's speak about this the interview with Louie. Out of all the interviews I did, the comment section on this one was the most harshest. And you guys make sure you hit that like button. And I can dig it because it's speaking about somebody that everybody has love for, like Pistol Pete. We all know he gets it in. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing about it, man. This is the thing about it. You can't question somebody's perspective. I had a guy tell me, like, bro, you need to start verifying these stories. The only thing I can verify is when they went in, how much time they did when they put their name in the New York or Florida Department of Corrections. The only thing I can verify, shout out Legacy, verify is if they've been there or not and how much time they did. It's not going to tell me their DRs and all the stabbings they did. I can't call it, I can't call the doggone New York State Department. Hey, what's going on, bro? Yeah, this is easy from Florida Prison Talk. Hey, my nigga, how many DRs did my boy Louie Lou get? You can't give me, you can't, they ain't gonna tell you, you can't verify. You just, the verification is gonna be somebody that was there with them in the comments. See, everybody that was in the comments this time, nobody was there with them. Everybody was talking about, well, I was in New York State Prison, and it ain't like that. You wasn't there with him. You was not there with him. You can't verify DRs. You can't verify stabbings. You can't verify none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could just verify if they've been there and how long they have been there. That's all you can verify. Now, you can verify some stuff if you go in there. It might say promoting prison contraband. Then you know somebody got caught bringing something in. And sometimes you might be able to verify an assault they did in there, but you still can't verify that because they might have assaults Then they went to jail in the same county. They might have went to jail in Malone County because the prison was in Malone County. So it has a regular assault charge on there. You don't know if he got that assault charge before prison or while he was in prison. You can't tell, you know, but a lot of people in the comments saying, oh, Louie Lou is full of shit. A lot of the stories he wasn't finishing. He was so excited. He was bouncing over. And it's my job to keep him in place. But sometimes when people are flowing and you stop their flow, it's hard to get them back where they was. And sometimes people, you got to let them flow, man. You got to let them flow. And the reason why I said it, because as far as the Pistol Pete story, I know he didn't really end that. Nothing happened physically with the Pistol Pete story. This is how the Pistol Pete stuff came up. Caballo, this is him telling me this off the record. Caballo, he wanted to save that part, the whole thing, for part 4, but we're not doing a part 4. I ran the interview into the ground. We got enough stuff out. I'm going to bring him back on the StreamYard or live, but he wanted to save that part for the next part, but it's no part 4 we doing. We did 3 interviews, is good. What happened was when Caballo got to Clinton, he was trying to plant the flags in Clinton for the Dominicans. So when he was in the box, according to my boy Louie Lou, Pistol Pete, he was talking to Pistol Pete like, we trying to plant the flag for the Dominicans. That's what the whole argument was over. Trying to give the Dominicans a spot in that prison. You know, from what Caballo seemed like he was like a god, man. The stuff I'm hearing him do. You know, and Louie Lou, like I said, I saw somebody talking about the Muslims when the Muslims, all the Muslims came at it. You know what I'm saying? I was with both of them. Maximum. Well, Legacy, email me, man. FloridaPrisonTalk@gmail.com. Legacy, email me ASAP. You know, he was they were trying to plant the flags for the Dominicans. That's how the argument started. It was basically 2 power hounds going at it with each other, as far as Louie Lou claimed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was, trying to plant the flag for the Dominicans. Salute the I Like Network. Dominicans, we here. We want our spot. We want our phones. We here now. That's what that was about with Pistol Pete. Now, I can understand the way he explained it. The King of Rikers Island, the King of Rikers. Yeah, oh, fuck that, fuck that. Bro, that's how Dominicans are, man. They animated. You know what I'm saying? They're excited. They're energized. You know what I'm saying? He could have probably said it in a more calmer. If he would have said it like this. Yeah, if I would have said, okay, what happened with Pistol Pete and a Caballo? If he would have been like, oh, yeah, well, Caballo went to the box. He was trying to lay the flag for the Dominicans. They exchanged words or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Caballo was about to give it to him or whatever he said. You guys would have been more forthcoming towards that. But when he was getting loud, like, yo, King of Right, yo, fuck. That's where I think the problem happened at. And he was excited, man. This is not a gigantic platform, but when people come on this platform, people ain't coming on this platform just to lie. Because they know they'll get called out. I would like to think that every story I hear is the truth. Just like with Louie Lou, with the story with the Muslims. People like, oh, how did that many Muslims come at him and nobody had a scratch? They had a scratch. He wasn't finishing a lot of stuff off, I know. And the reason why I wasn't stopping, because I didn't want to forget my next question. Sometimes I get into that zone, you know, so much stuff going in my mind and so many questions I have. You have some people that do interviews and the whole interview be 2 questions, but be 1 long answer and 2 long answers. I like to ask different questions, man. I like to ask the questions that I think the subscribers want me to ask, you know? You cannot expect rivals to not have some level of bias. That's a fact. Rivals are going to have some level of bias. Right? He said that they didn't want Caballo. He said Pete and the Rat Hunters didn't want Caballo to get situated. That's what it sounds like. Salute Jamel. Yo, Jamel, you be going in on the comments too, bro. Man, hey, Jamel, we need some positive vibes from you, bro. Some positive vibes, bro. Jamel be snapping in the comments. That's my boy, though. He be tuned in. The Fernandez brothers, he worked for the Fernandez brothers. See, this is another thing. When these guys come on this platform, I think a lot of you guys see them now. Like, they look old and stuff. Like, some of you guys can't picture them doing what they... Oh, Jamel, it's all good, bro. I love you, bro. It's all good. You always engaging. You speaking how you see. I don't want you to change. If that's how you feel, say it, bro. For real. Because, you know, as a YouTuber... let me tell y'all YouTubers something. As a YouTuber, when I click on somebody's profile picture... it'll tell me all of the times you ever commented on my page. So I have every comment you ever done when I click on it. So if I go on a comment and it's all negativity, I'm like, okay, this person is a troll. You know, but Jamel has good comments too. He mixes it up. So I know he's not, if he likes it, he'll good comment. If he don't like it, he's gonna have a bad comment because that's how he feels. But for the people out there, when you click on the page YouTube, you can see Every comment that person, that subscriber has ever made on your page. Every single one. Like, for example, somebody was saying how that many Muslims was able to, with that many Dominicans, how were they able to come out of there? Hey, Staria, salute, Staria Lee. How was he able to make it? Like he said, man, they had rocks and stuff. They was throwing rocks at them. Now, keep in mind, they got their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? They got their ass beat. You get what I'm saying? Definitely, he's saying that. They got their ass beat. But like, you got to remember, Cuz, what's good? And that's my brother right there, Darrell Sr. We got the same last name. That's my brother. He said, Cuz, that's my brother. Grace and peace to you, Easy. Before I get negative, thanks for the heads up. Joey rocks. And we got 56 people in here, 20 likes. Hit that like button. I'm going to tell you what Carlito was talking about. Hey, real quick, y'all. I'm new to this live thing in a way. Like, every time somebody calls and I press end, the whole live messes up. How do I get out of stop dealing with that? But like I said, you got to understand, when people are telling these stories and they speak, and sometimes they forget about, they're not going to tell you the whole, okay, we got our ass, but yes, they're going to say that, but it's weird, man. It's just weird. Like, a lot of stories he wasn't finishing off, but when it came to the Muslims, they end up being bruised up. Their whole face was fucked up and everything. Hey, salute Fred White, Tales from the Pen. Appreciate that, cuz. Darrell Sr., that's my cousin. We got the same last name. Yonkers, stand up, cuz, from Yonkers, New York. Ask Khalid. All the questions y'all told me to ask them in the comments, I'm going to ask them in the comments. Okay, I do the do not disturb. I thought it was another way I like. But, so when the guy was throwing the weights around, you know what I'm saying? Louie Lou, salute, salute. When the guy was throwing the weights around, you got to do what you got, stuff going on. The Dominicans are throwing rocks. They doing everything, man. And the Muslims are coming in. He's telling a story, his perspective. This is his perspective. Everybody's perspective is different. Let me tell you something. Before I brought Louie Lou on here, he was one of the ones in the comments saying that people was lying. And now I brought Louie Lou on here, it's people in the comments saying he was lying. So it's always going to be people in the comments. Louie Lou is one of the people in the comments saying that. He's on here now. That's my boy. He's on here now. People were saying that. And now he got on there. He see how it is now. Like I said before, you can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. Especially the guys that been in New York State Department of Corrections. Especially them. Some people, like, well, when I was there, that wasn't happening. Some people can't believe certain things was happening. But again, this is his perspective. You get what I'm saying? This is what he's seen. And even after all that, I hit up Carlito. I say, Carlito, do you know Louie Lou? Right? Listen, right now, what, like 5 o'clock? I hit him up like hour and a half, 2 hours ago on Instagram. He always, hey, what's going on? Ezekiel, what's up, man? What's going on? Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? They telling their stories from their own perspective. I say, do you know Louie Lou? This is what I said. Do you know Louie Lou? He said, yes, sir, I do know Louie Lou. That's my boy. I love him. I miss him. We was at Sing Sing. We was at a few spots together, and he got me in a lot of trouble. That's coming from Carlito. I believe everything that Louie Lou said. Now, don't get me wrong. Louie Lou told me. He said, I might have got some of the names and some of the dates mixed up. That's a fact. We got 70 people in here. Go to hit that like button. I appreciate all y'all. He say Carlito vouched for this guy. 100%. He's gonna vouch for him when I bring him on the page. I'm gonna interview Carlito first. I gotta get all the parts. I gotta make this first interview as long as possible because he's not accessible like that. And I like that. He's doing his own thing. So I'm gonna do one long interview and try to break it down. Then I'm gonna have Carlito and Louie Lou on at the same time on a StreamYard. But he vouched for Louie Lou 100%. He said, that's my boy. We was at a bunch of spots together. He got me in a lot of trouble. I miss him. I'm so proud of him. Tell him I love him, man. No lie. And Louie Lou was like, Louie Lou, that's what he told me. And I hit him up personally. I said, I need to ask you about Louie Lou. I need to ask you about Louie Lou. And he's like, no problem. And I asked him about that, and that's what he said. See, some stories be like, y'all be like, that couldn't have happened. That couldn't have happened. Oh, no, that couldn't have happened. Because you fans of that person. Now, if the tables was turned and it was the other way around, vice versa, telling the story, all the Dominicans would have been back in Caballo. So it's the same. You get what I'm saying? All of the Dominicans would have been back in Caballo. That's just how it is. But I appreciate people sticking up for Pete. No, that's what's up, man. People sticking up for him. That's what's up. That's what if you got love for somebody, But no, and you know, when you do thumbnails and stuff, entitled, it's gonna be stuff. I'm gonna say Pistol Pete versus so and so. It's not clickbait because once you get to the video, the content is fire. I was a subscriber for a long time. I'm still a subscriber to a lot of pages. So I asked the question that I used to wish that interviewers would ask when I was watching. I'm like, damn, if they would only ask this, if they would only ask that. You know, that's what I was doing. For some people, the things these guys have lived seems like out of this world, but it's just it's out of this world. And a lot of these guys come home with mental problems. Like people are like, oh, these are all jittery. What are they doing? They're on drugs? No, they jittery. Dominican, they live. They full of energy. And that energy transfers back to me. I'm like, yeah, let's go, bro. Next question. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, that shit is energizing, man. Everyone has different views and everyone has their own story. That is a fact. I'm trying to look at some of the things I wrote down. Another thing, stop letting these comments influence y'all to comment on it. Like, comments can influence a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a person see a comment, they be like, man, you know what? That shit do make sense. But the comment don't make no sense at all. But people are still believing. I used to delete comments. I don't remove them no more. And Louie Lou told me, don't remove no comments. He said, I've been going through adversity my whole life. Don't remove no comments. Nate Dogg told me the same thing. Don't remove no comments. So that's what I did. But let me tell you something about subscribers in the comment section. Subscribers can change your whole perspective on how you think in the comment section. Subscribers can put something subscribers will put something in the comments and make you believe that it's right. You'll see that comment so much. Like, man, that shit do make sense. You ever heard a song on the radio you didn't like? And you hear that bitch a bunch of times, you're like, man, oh shit. This bitch slide. I love this song. Now, that's how it is. The comments can persuade a person. People start creating theories from comments. Let me give you an example. Peer pressure, exactly. Let me give you an example. A person gets accused of rape. He didn't do the rape. Completely innocent. He did not do it. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Fox News and CNN. Fox is Trump. CNN is usually Democratic. That's just how it is. Fox News is like a Republican. CNN is like a Democratic radio news station. For example, a person gets accused of rape. They get accused of rape. They're innocent. They didn't do the rape. They go to court. They get found not guilty. They're completely innocent. Somebody else did the rape. You're still going to have a few people that still thinks he raped that person. There is still going to be a few people. Joey Rocks, my moderator. There are still going to be a few people that still thinks he raped that person. I say that to say this. When people see the comments, they start believing it. They start creating theories. Like for the rape scenario, they be like, you know what? That dude was kind of weird. The dude wasn't even weird at all. They be like, you know what? I did used to see him always walking that night. You seen that man walking that night one time. And he was going to get a damn jack his car and change his tire. People be creating theories about stuff. You get what I'm saying? The stories that man told, and Louie Lou told me, he said, listen, all the problems I had in prison was never because of me. He said not one incident was because of him. He said it was all for the organization. He said he got along with everybody. And he also admitted that he has mental problems coming home from that. And you could tell some of these guys aren't. It's the same way that people go to war. Same way people go to war. My brother's on here now. My brother, Darrell Sr. have been to war 5 times. 4 or 5 times, bro, done been to Afghanistan. 4 or 5 times. He been there. You get what I'm saying? People been there. So when people are in prison, that's war too. That's war too. And that war is kind of like, that's more scary war to me because at least when you're in Afghanistan, for the most part, you know who your enemy is. In prison, you don't know what kind of motherfucking day that motherfucker gonna have when he wake up the next day. My brother say he respects everybody every day because you never know how people wake up the next day. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys I interview, they have mental problems. That's a fact. I can tell when I'm interviewing them, I can see it. They all have mental problems, man. This prison, man, is not no fairy tale land. The first prison movie I probably seen might have been Shawshank Redemption. And that shit was like, oh, shit. This is crazy. Shout out to Samuel. It might have been Shawshank Redemption. I'm responding to some of these comments. But like I said, I got Carlito. You know what I'm saying? In the Carlito coming up. Salute 413. Samuel Hernandez facts. 1 mid, 2 eyes. Yep. And what else? Oh, let me get my notes right here. Little off subject. Oh, let me tell you something else. I appreciate everybody tuning in. You guys know I haven't been in I've been to the military prison. I haven't been in the Florida Department of Corrections or New York Department of Corrections. Prison is not a rite of passage to start a YouTube page. The Bullets Gotti Show salute, bro. People act like prison is an accomplishment. It's not a rite of passage. Listen, everybody out there that want to have a YouTube page, yes, sir, I'm working. I appreciate that. You don't got to go to prison and start a YouTube page. If you ain't been to prison, you want to start a YouTube page, start you a YouTube page. And I guarantee your line of question is going to be different. You don't get no certificate of completion for going to prison. You don't hang no award up on your wall saying I completed 20 years. I'm happy I have not been to prison. That military prison, I don't even count that. I don't count that little bit of time, that little 12 months. I don't count that. I'm so ashamed of that I took all my videos down, and I'll just speak on it when I want to. I didn't want that energy out there. I want to be seen as a journalist. I want, oh, it's cool to be in prison. I got a YouTube page. He's cool. I don't want to be seen. I want to be seen totally different. Completely different. So this is the thing about subscribers, man. You got a lot of subscribers. Not a lot. Some subscribers be like Two-Face. Let me tell you something. They'll be all in your stuff, right? This is love. All right, bro. Phase on the cat. I'm gonna tell you what people do. I got these subscribers, man. They be on your page. They be, oh, salute, easy salute. I caught one subscriber, man. And if he's watching, he's watching. I have to say this has been on my mind. I don't like if I don't like somebody, I don't deal with them. I don't hang around them. And we got 80 people in there. Hit that like button, man. I had a subscriber, right? Yeah, it's for bozos, man. That's a fact, man. It's for bozos. There's nothing cool about going to prison. You can't own a gun. I always say to every interview, there's a lot of stuff. I'm so glad. Like I said, my kids have never seen the sun rise without me next to them. They woke up every day next to me. Every single day they woke up. Shout out to my boy Joey Rocks. That's my boy right there. Every day they woke up. I had a subscriber, right? Talking and stuff. We doing stuff, you know, helping them out. He helping me out with one thing or whatever. So then I've been seeing him like, boom, boom, respect. And it was a little confrontation through the Instagram inbox. And if you watching, bro, you just watching. I'm not throwing shots. I don't throw shots. I don't go back and forth. I don't keyboard bang. All that shit is lame to me. I'm just speaking. So he's we going back or whatever. I calmed him down because I always replace positive energy. I always replace positive energy. I always replace negative energy with positive energy. But even that shit is starting to get old because people will mistake your kindness for weakness. So we talking to anybody, I calm him down, whatever. The whole situation was about. I'm gonna tell you what it's about. And I don't. If you're watching, bro, I don't care if you're watching right now. I don't care if you're watching. Let me tell you what this is about. My boy, I Like Network. I Like Network. He's on here now. I Like Network sent our brother $100 for commissary from his heart. He never said nothing about no community post or this or that. I'm doing it for that. No, he sent it from his heart. When he sent the money, I put him on my community post. I was going to shout him out anyway. We already had the interview planned. We already discussed it. I was going to shout him out anyway. When he sent them to my brother, I pushed him to the front of the line. And I put him in the community post. You damn right I did that. A friend of my brother is a super friend of mine. You send something to my brother, you going right to the community post immediately. I'm skipping over everybody. So this person got mad about the community post situation. And it started getting all hyped. I calmed him down because he's a good dude. He's trying to make it on YouTube. I can understand the frustration. He said a bunch of shit. Run it, fighting. Let's fight. Let's run it. We're not gonna fight, bro. We're continents away. I'm not doing that keyboard stuff. I'm gonna try to calm you down. But I say that to say this. I go on another person's live because I'm one of the only YouTubers. I'm only only YouTubers that have not been to prison. I like that. And he put on the comment. I'm on the person's live too. He put on the live. These YouTubers haven't done a day in prison but have a YouTube page. You know, and don't know shit about the streets. Bro, I'm born and raised in the hood. You can take the prison part, but the street part, you can't. I'm from the projects. I'm from the hood of New York. I'm from the hood of Florida. I moved from the New York hood to the Florida hood. I've lost over 50 classmates to gun violence in Florida alone. Over 50 classmates to gun violence. Anybody's in this live that's from Riviera Beach, Florida, Palm Beach County, you got to know how that shit roll. Riviera Beach. Over 50 classmates. I've seen dead bodies on the street. I've seen dead bodies in Afghanistan. Now, the prison stuff, you got it. Let me tell you that. But he said that. He say, these guys never did a day. That shit made me feel so good, man, when he said that. Because I was like, yes, man, that feels so good. Because you're speaking about me, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, if he's watching, got no problem with him or nothing like that. I had to put this out, though, because Exactly. That's what I learned. Dave Dollar on YouTube. If you're a bad person, they're gonna talk shit about you on YouTube. And if you're a good person, they're gonna talk shit about you on YouTube. I've seen the best YouTubers with trolls in their comments. I'm like, damn, they talking about him? This man is a damn, I know it's trolls here. You get what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. It feels so good to do that. To be on the outside looking in, like, cause like my boy, like, listen, like Fred White, like, a smart person learns from their own experience, but a wise person learns from someone else's experience. Let me tell you the type of person I am. Me, no, Fred, bro, straight up facts and knowing I just had to put that out. There wasn't that dude I'm talking about. It's okay. We okay. I still use his stuff and everything. Everything is good, bro. Everything is good. I feel what you're saying though. You know, you can, me personally, how I grew up, you know, I'm the type of person that some people see the fire and they still got to find out if that fire is hot or not. They see the fire burning, they still got to ask, is that fire hot? Damn. I'm a type of person that can see the fire. I'm a type of person, I see the fire and I know that motherfucker fire hot. I'm not touching it. The military, when I got in trouble in the military prison, I got in trouble at the peak of my career. I was at the highest point of my career when I got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? The difference between the military prisons and the regular state prisons is that the military prisons don't have career criminals there. Everybody in the military prison was once in the military, so these was good people. All it takes in the military prison is one mistake, man, to get you sent there. One mistake. DUI, military prison. Adultery, cheating on your wife, cheating on your husband, military prison. I was locked up with a guy, man, I was serving. He had been in the Marine Corps for 18 years. Salute to Mo Caddy. He got caught cheating on his wife, man. Got caught cheating on his wife. She turned that into the colonel. He got 12 months in the brig for adultery. 12 months in the brig for adultery. It was when I was in there, I'm going to talk about the military prisons for a little while and tell you some of the differences. The type of crime that's in the military prison, the type of crime, yes, sir, for real, Tales from the Pen, the type of crime that are in the military prison, yes, Chris G, 12 months for cheating. I felt so bad for him. Like, when I be complaining, I'm ready to get out of here. I will stop when I see him. Like, oh, hold on, he coming. I can't complain. Shit, he got 18 years in the Marine Corps. He was a drill instructor. He got in trouble messing with one of his ROTC students. Got caught with his cell phone. Remember the Razor? Remember the old Razors? His son wanted a new phone, so his mother said, just get your dad's old Razor phone. He got his dad's old Razor phone, so he charged it up, went through the photos, and the photos was there. Salute 1090 Jake, man. Hey, listen, I'm going to take a break to speak on 1090 Jake. Salute to 1090 Jake, man. He shouted me out a bunch of times on this YouTube stuff. A lot of my subscribers are from 1090 Jake. That is a fact. I'll admit that all day. And we know some of the same people. Shout out to 1090 Jake, man. That is a fact. Tampa, Boston, stand the fuck up. So check this out. Let me tell you about the military. So the military prison is 90 people in here, man. We got 51 lights. Get them lights up. The military prison, let me tell you something. Adultery, a lot of the people in there for war crimes. And those were the craziest dudes. They were mostly white dudes, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to the Marine Corps, the white dudes are the one that go to infantry. Those are the ones that's ready to kill some shit. You know, jump out of planes, all that stuff. A lot of people was in there for war crimes. Killing innocent Iraqis, you know, pissing on them, all kind of stuff. And there was a few people in there for friendly fire. Killing their own fellow Marine at war. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of chomos, a lot of child molesters was in there also. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a lot of child molesters in the military prison. That's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? What other crime they had in there? Friendly fire. My boy Phillips. This is what it is. Gotti Savage, salute. He was an infantry guy. All the infantry do is they train to kill. He was an infantry guy. Boom. He was an infantry guy. So next thing you know, they was in the village. See, when you over there, because I was over there in Afghanistan, when you over in Afghanistan, they like to taunt you a lot. They'll fuck with you, and they'll crack jokes on you. They'll talk shit to you. They'll throw a rock and hide their hand, literally. So it's this guy riding through the village with his pickup truck. He's riding through with his pickup, and he's kicking dust up. Fuck you, America, fuck you. Like, they would talk shit. I used to roast them. I used to roast these dudes all day. Roast them. So next thing you know, he lit the car up. He lit the pickup up with a saw, a 249 saw. Saw stands for a squad automatic weapon. Big shit. She got a tripod on and everything. Lit the whole thing up. They gave him 5 to 10 years. They gave him 5 to 10 years for that, man. And I felt bad for the man, because he was literally scared, but he lost his cool. Another guy was in there for friendly fire. He killed his best friend. When you in the Marine Corps and you training this stuff, they teach you to stay online with everybody. They teach you to stay. I appreciate that donation, man, for real. Tales from the Pen. Appreciate Fred White, man, for real. They teach you to hey, Big Mitch Fit. I need that you, bro. Simplify. They teach you, like I said, the military. This is what it is. He killed the guy. He got nervous. He did a 5 to 10. Now you got the other guy for friendly fire. This is how friendly fire. He killed his best friend. When you're in the Marine Corps and you're doing training, you're supposed to all stay online when you're rushing. I'm up. They see me. I'm down. But you're supposed to stay online. You don't want nobody getting ahead of you. You don't want people getting behind you, because you take the chance of getting shot. So anyway, they were doing squad rushes. All right, bet. They was doing squad rushes, and he shot his best friend in the back, and his best friend died, and he got sentenced to the military prison. A lot of guys in there for desertion. Their unit got called to go to war. They got scared, and they ran away. They went home. They didn't want to go to war. And people say, well, you used to get life for that. You never got life for desertion. These guys was in there for like 200 days for desertion. They wasn't in there long. Like the desertion that AWOL was getting, they was in and out of there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of people in there for desertion. Some dudes in there for running away from boot camp. The craziest charges ever you will see there, and it had a lot of child molesters in there. And you can always tell the chomos, because every day of the week in the military brig, what they call it, you have offense-related classes. If you sold drugs, you go on Mondays. Child molester, you go on Tuesdays. If you're in there for domestic, you go on Wednesday. Whatever your charge, you have offense-related classes. But when I went to whenever you go to the yard, you have to pass that place. Or whatever you go, I worked in the workshop. I fixed fire extinguishers. So I had to pass this room every day where everybody be in. I went on Wednesdays for the drugs. The chomos went on Tuesdays. So when you go into the workshop or go into the yard, all you had to do was look inside that glass, and everybody that was in there on Tuesdays are chomos. That was the easiest way to figure them out. But the chomos in the military prison are protected for the most part. They are protected, and the reason how I say they're protected, because they have their own dorm. They're in the dog dorm where they train dogs for wounded warriors. They sleep with the dog. They probably ain't fucking the dogs. I don't know. These fuckers are nasty. So they sleep with the dogs. So when we go to the yard, all the chomos, the dog program is for people with long sentences. So when they go to the yard, salute to Ian, man, Andre, salute my boy. That's a member. The join is next week. The chomos, when they in the dog program, because they got a lot of time. A lot of them got a lot of time. And this is what the Marine Corps was doing to the chomos. The best thing in the world. The chomos get ready to parole from the brig. When they get ready to parole, this is what they would do. Okay, parole time coming up. They don't charge them with all the charges at once. They might charge them with 3 of the 4 charges. They got 3 child molester charges. When they get ready to get out, that 4th one they held, they'll bring that up. Man, we just found this information on this charge. You did this. And they make them stay. You know what I'm saying? They walking around the yard all weird. You know who they are. They're not playing no sports. They just spin in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. They're spinning the yard. They got the dogs with them. German shepherds and shit they training. They sleep with the dogs with the collar around the bedpost. They have it made, man. They get babied and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got transferred with a chomo. When I was at my first prison in Virginia, when you in transfer status, as far as the military prison go, when you in transfer status, you have to go to the box before you transfer, like at least a month before you transfer. You got to go to the box. They don't want you calling nobody. They don't want you telling nobody you about to get transferred because they think you might set up an escape. I was in the line going to chow. They said, Winchester, come here. Go to the box. I'm like, cuff up. I'm like, what the hell did I? Now I'm starting to think about shit I did in the dorm. I'm like, what the fuck did I do in the dorm? I couldn't think of shit because I was like a model inmate. Everybody came to me for information. I was like the jailhouse lawyer, just lying like a motherfucker. How much time do you think I got? I said, man, shit. I might get 12 months. I'm just lying to motherfuckers. I told one dude he's going to get 4 years. The nigga almost killed himself. I said, but you looking at 4 years. He's like, man, fuck you, man. That motherfucker like McLovin of that movie. I forgot the name of him. He looked just like McLovin. From trying to get all tough. Yo, fuck that. Yo, Winch, I'm tired of you talking. Yo, shut the fuck up if I punch you in the face. Little kid, man. So I used to just lie, like, just act like I knew what I was talking about, but I didn't. And So like I said, these guys are protected. They spit in the yard and stuff, man. They're protected. Nobody messes with them. The chomos are not getting ran down on in the military prison. Now, I don't know about Leavenworth. I'm pretty sure Leavenworth is different. Damn, that shit dirty up under here. I'm pretty sure Leavenworth is different. But where I was at, they're not getting. I got transferred with a child molester. When I was in transfer status, when you in transfer status, you go to the box. When you first get to the military prison, you go to the box for 2 weeks to learn the rules and regulations. Then you take a test to go to dorm. By the time that test comes to go to dorm, you're going to get 100 because you want to get out the solitary confinement. Now, the solitary confinement, everybody is next to each other. You might have a dude in PC, a dude that's for a DR, and a dude for transfer status, right? One after the other. It ain't like PC is over here, DR is over here, transfer status. No, is where they want to put you at. You can be right next to a damn a person that's there for protective custody. It doesn't matter. And the way the box is in the first place I was at, it was like a double H. You had cells on one side, cells on the other side, cells going across this way, and cells going across that way. It's like a double H. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. When it came to that, Ian, it's crazy. These shirts be dingy in the mud until I'm going out. But when it comes to the military prison, man, it's very disciplined. Like, ain't nobody running the phones. The phones is available. You know, they there. Like, it's none of that political stuff. It was race war there when I was in let me tell you about the Virginia. When I was in Virginia, if there was a shot call at that prison, it was me. Not because of gang stuff, because of violence, because everybody came to me because of my position in the Marine Corps. See, when I first got to the military, I was super duper nervous. Don't get it twisted. I was super duper nervous until I got to say, man, you made your bed. I was nervous, but I was still a Marine. I was in there around a bunch of other Marines. You get what I'm saying? So when I went in there, I still carried myself as a sergeant, because the majority of people in there was lower ranked than that. It's like Lance Corporals and PFCs getting in trouble. So they all came. I was the best at ping pong. I was the best at football on the yard. I was so good at football, the guards was watching from their towers, like rooting on for me. They couldn't root on. They'd be like, they'll try to be all slick about it, like, good job, Winchester, good job. But the way the military prison worked, when you play football, the first place I was at was Virginia. It was only 60 or 70 inmates there. The food was off the chain, good as fuck. Holidays was steak and lobster. Whatever the military was eating on base is what we ate in that dang on brig. It was never, the only thing about, you can't get no commissary. Like, it's no commissary to eat in the dorm. There's no food able to get consumed in the dorm. Everything has to be eaten inside the mess hall. If it's a holiday, you can get food sent in, and you have to consume all the food in one sitting. You cannot have no food in the mess hall. You eat at 4:30. From 4:30 on, you're starving. But the food is good. If you're there and you get more food, the food is really good. I'm saying steak and lobster, regular day. Listen, it got so good, man. When I was in Virginia, I used to get my eggs how I wanted them. How you want your eggs today? Give me sunny side up. Give me ham and cheese scramble. I remember the lady say, I'm tired of this bullshit. This ain't no motherfucking real prison. Y'all motherfuckers got it made in here. She was a crackhead, but she used to get mad. In the military prison, the line, you sit how you in line. So when people, you get in line with people you cool with. And as far as like race goes and stuff, like, it's the same. Like, people stick with their own in there. It ain't like a race gap, but you stick with who you used to, man. You know what I'm saying? Virginia was sweet. Yeah, at Chris, all-inclusive resort. Listen, the only thing I hate about playing football there in the yard, that when you played football, you couldn't run after the catch, because they see that as escape. You heard me? When you throw the ball to somebody, boom, they catch it, they got to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Then you do it again, they got to stay there. You can't run after the catch. The motherfuckers will tackle the fuck out you and, get down, he's trying to escape. You cannot run after the catch. Now, the problem was, when they told me I was getting, and I also at Virginia, I was a librarian, I was a laundry guy, I was a fake jailhouse lawyer, I was a ping pong champion, everything. Yeah, Chomos even got to use the phones. It's crazy. So now here can the problem come. They tell me I'm getting transferred to Carolina. That's like one of the big house prisons in Jacksonville, North Carolina, in the military. Now, Carolina had way more. Carolina is what they call the LTP, the long-term prison. I was at the STP, the short-term prison. So, yeah, guys there doing 100 days. Guys there doing 30 days. Guys doing 15. But when I was finding out I was going to Carolina, I said, oh, shit, I don't want to go to Carolina. Because I heard so much stuff about Carolina. I'm a smart person. I know when to hold, know when to fold. If I can avoid the trouble, I will. I said, I didn't want to go to Carolina. For real, bro. I said, I don't want to go to Carolina. Next, I went to my counselor. I said, listen, man, is there anything I can do to avoid going to Carolina? Can you help me? He was like, come back, man, in a few days, man. Put a slip in, come back. I said, okay, I'll come back in a few days. I came back in a few days. Hey, man, can you help me? He said, unfortunately, man, you got too much time left on your sentence, which wasn't a lot of time. By the time I went to court, I already had like 4 or 5 months in pretrial. And he said, no, I can't do nothing. You got to transfer. So I got transferred to Carolina, man. I was kind of nervous. You know, you was around a different kind of military guy. You was around a different kind of Marine, different kind of soldier, different kind of airman. It was different people there. So I get transferred to Carolina. Me, another guy, and a chomo. We in a Ford Expedition together. We getting transferred. They come to my cell early in the morning. The military cell, they small as hell. But I found solitude in there. I didn't have a problem being in solitary. I preferred that as long as I had books to read. I liked it because I just liked it, man. I don't know why I liked the solitary. I had books to read. The dorm was really fun, too. And I could read my books and stuff, and the guards would talk to me. Because they knew I wasn't supposed to be there. I'm going to tell you, but, hey, don't go nowhere. I got some stories coming up about Carolina. Don't go nowhere. 89 people in here. I appreciate everybody. So I get ready to get transferred to Carolina. They come to the cell. They throw a bag lunch at me. Boom. I open a bag lunch. He take it back from me. He said, you've been afforded a meal. I had to sign the paper saying I got a meal. I said, what the kind of shit is this? But I was so nervous about Carolina, I didn't even want to argue with him. I'm like, man, I got bigger shit to look forward to. Fuck this. They go to McDonald's. Me, the chomo, and another dude in the truck with us. They order McGriddles. A McGriddle never looked so good in my life, man, until I was in that vehicle that day. I'm shackled, hands and feet, with blue coveralls on, over my oranges. Like a 6-hour drive from the Virginia prison to the Carolina prison. As soon as I get there the first day, it's different. When we get there, they at yard. Bunch of people at the yard. I'm like, damn, the yard I was at was 60 of us. Not even 60, like 40, because the other 20 was in the box. I said, damn, man, this is crazy. They at yard already. The yard is packed. I'm doing pull-ups, basketball. I never played basketball. It was all blacks playing basketball. I never played basketball with too much shit going on. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold. I played all the white sports. Volleyball and softball. I was the shit at volleyball, spiking. Bam! So anyway, I get sent to Carolina. I'm in line checking in. A dude in front of me, and a child molester. We check in. A dude walked by. He ended up being my homeboy. Real big. Big ass. His name was Smith. We got cool. He goes past us. Fresh booty, B. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking to? Fresh. I can't let that go. I just got here. I'm big. I was bigger than I am now, y'all. I was like 210 pounds. Fresh booty, B. I jump out of line. I say, not this one. And I went back. Here go the other dude. Hey, shut the fuck up, man. We just got here. You can't talk like that. Shut the fuck back like a little bitch. Shut up. That's what I'm telling him. He turned around quick like, okay. Scared as hell. Because it's military prison, so you still at attention. But I'm still worried about this dude now. This dude kind of, I'm like, damn, did I put my foot in my mouth? That motherfucker big as hell. That motherfucker is big as hell. But he had blues on. So you had people that had blues and orange. Blues was detainees. Blue was pretrial. Orange meant post-trial. He said, fresh booty, B. I'm like, not this one. Because this is the big house for the military prison besides Leavenworth. So people are there for war crimes. A lot of people that mentally messed up, PTSD. I go to the dorm. So like, you don't go to the dorm when you get there. Like I said, you go to solitary confinement. Now this solitary confinement is different from the first place I was at. The first place I was at, the solitary was new. It was clean in there. I go to this solitary confinement. They got 4 rows: A row, B row, C row, and D row. I went on A row. A row is max security and people that are waiting transfer to Leavenworth. Whole bunch of lifers on that row. They had a radio plugged into the wall. I'm going there, A row. I'm like, damn. And I hit the cord. I was like, oh shit, there was a guy in the first cell. He was there for killing his wife and stuff. I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. I hit the cord. I'm sorry. I'm trying to plug that shit in my shit cuff. The guard get up, I got it. And the dude bust out. He's like, dude, I'm not gonna hurt you, man. I was like, oh, I appreciate that. So I go down to the cell. He was a Marine. He was like a high rank. He had like 22 years in the Marine Corps when he got in trouble. So it's a respect thing also. I go down to my cell. I go down there. I'm going down. The cells is dirty. The shit is old. Shit like Shawshank Redemption. A row was max security. B row was like medical, like people that had AIDS and stuff. C row was loss of privileges. I ended up back at C row later on in my sentence. And D row is D block, closed face cells. I'm gonna tell you about who was in there. Maddox and Hightower was there by themselves. I go to my cell, right? I'm towards the end. All I'm hearing is people come back to max security from the dorm. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, yeah, man, what everybody coming from dorm 4. Everybody is coming from dorm 4. I'm like, damn, what's going on with dorm 4? So next thing you know, hold on. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, bro, he called him fresh booty. So I'm dorm 4, right? I'm like, everybody's talking about dorm, where you coming from? I'm coming from Squad Bay 4, man. They going crazy in there. I'm like, damn, well, I done got some new information. Let me try to see if I can avoid going to Squad Bay 4. Because the military prison, you get 5 good days a month. So if you got a 12-month sentence, you're going to serve 10 months. That's 60 days off, you know? So I'm trying to, I don't want to go to Squad Bay 4. I don't want to go to, and you can't get yard yet. Your yard is at the day room when you first get there. So I go to the day room. There was a dude that was back on parole. His name was Kennedy. He said, yeah, man, whatever you do, man, try not to go to Squad Bay 4, man. The Marines and Army guys and that motherfucker crazy. He's always in there for war crimes. He said, before I broke parole when I was locked up, he said a lot of people was getting airlifted out the helicopter from Squad Bay 4. I'm like, damn, airlifted. I said, damn, I put in a request. But fuck this. I'm coming down the end of my sentence. I'm on, like my brothers, I'm on third base headed home. Next thing you know, I go to the council, he say, unfortunately, man, you're going to have to go to Squad Bay 4. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. Once you get that mindset, it is what he's like, okay, it is what it is. I finally go to yard. I see a dude I was at the other prison with named Hariyama. He was an Asian dude. Hariyama said, yo, I'm in Squad Bay 4, bro. I said, how is it? He said, man, this shit is awesome. Everybody talk shit about us. Well, we're good, bro. We hold it down. I'm like, damn, that don't sound like it's good. So anyway, we in the yard talking. Everybody in military prison lies about their charges. He's with another, I don't want to say the guy's name. Anyway, people lie about their charges. So I said, what you in here for? I got caught in Tampa with 2 ounces of cocaine. He was a deserter. He got caught running from the war. So he was lying. So Hariyama, it's good to know people, man. That's why it's good to know people. So once I started talking to Hariyama, I was in there like, shit, I'm on a pull-up bar, doing pull-ups. The yard is crowded and everything. Now I'm in you go from the segregation to the reception dorm. Squad Bay 4 is directly across the street from the reception dorm. Directly across the street. Next thing you know, I'm looking at Squad Bay 4. Those fuckers over there like animals in a zoo. They going. It's not like stabbing enough. They just arguing and going back and forth, and it's so much movement over there. But I can see it every day because when the gate, you can see through the bars. You can see right across. I'm like, okay, Squad Bay 4, like some cool people in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a comedian. I'm funny. I can make people laugh. So the day come for me to get transferred. Me, the child molester, and the other dude, the Chomo. I didn't call it Chomo out at first. Let me tell you something about that. Okay, so we get transferred there. As soon as I get to Squad Bay 4, keep in mind now, I'm from New York, tattoo right here, and I'm from Florida. I got them both tatted on me. 914 area code and 561. Yeah, autism awareness, salute. So next thing you know, this dude say, yo, what's going on, bro? Chico, 305, Miami-Dade County. I like, shit. Zeke, 561, Palm Beach. He said, shit, come right over here. Military prison has a lot of ways of keeping the beef out. It's no bunk beds. It's all single racks. 40 racks on one side, 40 racks on the other side, 80 racks. There's no bunk beds or nothing. Everybody got their own single rack. You know what I'm saying? The toilets and everything is no stanchion in front of them. The toilets are wide open. The showers are wide open. When you're waiting for a shower, you're looking at a motherfucker's ass. You know what I'm saying? When you wait for a shower, you're looking at a person's ass. Real quick, shout out to El Vacano, man, for defending the Dominicans in the comments. Every damn video, El Vacano is defending the Dominicans in the comments, holding it down. Salute, bro. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. So it's open, but being in the military, that's not a problem to you because you've been dealing with that the whole time. I get to Squad Bay 4. I'm be honest, Squad Bay 4 wasn't the Marines in there going wild. It was the Army guys in there that was going crazy. The Army guys in there was wild, and the child molester was in there. They found out who he was. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jorge Montero. They found out who he was, man, and I didn't call him out. I'm gonna tell you what happened one day. He came back from lunch. They had took some baby. Like, you try to do what you can do. You try to do what you can do, man. How can I say this? A lot of people in the military try to do anything. They try to do pranks to avoid from going to the box and stabbing and fighting and stuff. So this guy was at work all day, the Chomo. Everybody lifted his rack back, took a bunch of baby powder, and just sprayed that shit around his whole rack. Baby powder motherfucking everywhere. They put the rack back on. You couldn't tell it was baby powder there. You feel me? You could not tell it's the baby powder there. So he comes back from work that day. Now he took his rap. Everybody knew it was Chomo. He didn't care. It was other Chomos coming in. He was like, it is what it is. But they got him up out of there though. Anyway, he came back that day. He's like, oh, what a long day. Wow, I feel so good. And he lays back on his rack. He spreads his arm and falls back. Boom. I swear to God, man, when he fell back, like a grenade went off. It was goddamn baby powder everywhere, all up in the whole dorm. Looked like somebody took a fire extinguisher and just sprayed shit everywhere. It was baby powder everywhere, bro. Long story short, he got out the building. He went to the dog dorm. So it was like a lot of stuff popping off. And like this prison right here, the white boys are not like I know Florida prison, they not getting stepped down, and the white boys are straight up standing up for themselves. This is a fact. A lot of them was infantry. The craziest white boys I met was in the military prison because they're all infantry guys. They all had PTSD. They all was the crimes. The craziest people in the world, but it's a gap. It was almost a race war, and it was a race war. Me personally, when it came to the whites, hey, straight up, bro, I would be joking with the whites, right? I joke with them a lot. Like, they'll say black jokes, and I say my white joke. They'll say black jokes, you know, watermelon fried chicken. I'll say you smell like wet dog, you put mayonnaise on everything. Just different shit we were saying. But you know what I'm saying? But, because I'm like that. So next thing you know, this dude named McGee, he was from Louisiana. He always had oil magazines. He was like, he goes to early child. The dudes that take medication like lithium, they're giving these guys lithium. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kenneth, hey, my bad. They're giving these guys lithium. Crazy guys. So when you take, they have early child. Early child means you have to go to child. Early child goes before the regular dorm because they have to eat their medication. So they go by themselves, and when they come back, we go to child. Well, McGee came back from the child hall. He said, hey, Winchester, there's no more watermelon and fried chicken left because the blacks ate it all. I was like, I said, that was a good one, bro. But at the time, I ain't had no comeback, so I just had to keep on laughing. That was good, bro. I'm trying to think of some shit while I'm laughing. Damn, bro, that was good. I couldn't think of shit. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker got me. So my homeboy, Ortiz, was militant. Black and Spanish dude. He's like, yo, fuck that. I don't play like that. He had Malcolm X magazines and everything. He took all the cords out the wall and pulled them. Boom. Fuck that. When I come back, I'm fucking you up. Ortiz never made it back. And McGee wasn't laughing. That motherfucking smile came off his face real quick. We go to chow. We go downstairs. Another dude named Barrios, because the blacks and Spanish stuck together. And the whites stuck together. It's the fact. Barrios say, look at all them goddamn hoodlums. And Ortiz just snapped on this man. He didn't get a chance to get to him because they broke it up. And Ortiz, he had enough of it. So that shit almost went down, and they end up putting Ortiz in a box. See, the military, they don't give you Thorazine. Them motherfuckers give you Benadryl. You got problems sleeping? Benadryl. You having nightmares? Benadryl. You know what I'm saying? Everything is Benadryl, and then they give you, what's that shit called that start with an S? What's that sleeping pill that start with an S? Soliloquy? Damn, I forgot the name of it. But what a lot, I'm gonna tell you something. What a lot of the whites was doing, these whites were sniffing pills at nighttime in the dorm. The whites would take the pill in front of the officer. I don't know how they did it. They would act like they swallowed it, but they wouldn't swallow it. Seroquel, that's the fact. Seroquel. They would act like they swallowing it and come back to the dorm. I'm like, how the fuck you do that? I fuck around and choke and die on a pill. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? So but the Seroquel, listen, my homeboy, it's nasty. My homeboy brought the Seroquel back up for me, and I took it. Bro, I didn't know which planet I was on. When I woke up, I was like, what the fuck am I at? Like, the wake up was crazy. They took me forever to wake. I'm like, oh no, hell no. I'm back on the bennies. We call Benadryl the bennies. But let me tell you, I got so much stuff happening. But like I said, when I went to the yard, yeah, I took a pill from my homeboy Lee. He was in Boca Raton, Florida. He brought me one up one day, man, and I took one, a Seroquel, for sleeping. But that motherfucker put me in too much sleep. Yeah, I don't never want to sleep like that again. I woke up thinking I had a dream I was free as a bird. Woke up, I was locked up like a motherfucker. And that shit. So anyway, like I said, when it comes to the yard though, man, I didn't play none of the black sports. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm blacker than Ace of Spades. I did not play none of the black sports. I played, like I said, I played volleyball. I was a spike champion. I played softball. I had 4 home runs while I was there. 4 home runs. Listen, I had a diary in military prison. I documented everything that happened there, but I lost it in storage. I was hitting home. Listen, the guards in the tower, salute the Judo 101, man. I really appreciate that. For the guards in the tower were literally rooting for me. They were literally rooting for me, man. I was a beast at volleyball. I remember one white dude say, it was just a rap sheet. It was just a military, but that's why I don't count it. It ain't even worth mentioning, but we on live. I don't want to be seen as a prison YouTuber. It was military, and I got all my rights back. I got all my discharge. Everything's honorable. Everything is good now. I use my GI Bill. I use my VA. So it's something I didn't want to speak about, but on lives, I'll speak about it because I delete lives when I'm done with them. But so when I went to the yard, I didn't play basketball. It was too much hacking going on. Everybody over there was black, except the white dudes that act black. They was over there too. It was too much arguing going on. I played volleyball, which was really peaceful. I didn't play horseshoes. I wasn't going that far. And I played volleyball. I played football, the football champ. See, the first jail I was at, you couldn't even dap a person up. That was assault. You had to point. What's up, bro? I said, yeah, boy, my nigga. Well, oh, no, back up, bro, back up. I ain't dapping you up. But the second jail like that, you could dap him up, whatever. So when I went to the yard, I looked around for like, damn, man. I mean, I like playing sports, so I'm going to spend in the yard at first. You know what I'm saying? Looked at the basketball. I ain't going to the basketball court. So I started playing football at first. You know what I'm saying? I started playing football at first. And I was quarterback. At both jails, I was the quarterback. Beast and throwing guns. I got the guards in the tower rooting for me on the low. Like, yeah, I see you, bro. Yeah. Because I'm talking about the military prison. The guards in the military prison, they want you to see them as cool. They want you to think that they're one mistake away from being locked up with. They want you to think that they want you to believe they're breaking the law when they're not at work. They're like, yo, bro, when I get off, man, I'll be smoking weed and everything. They be lying. They want to be hip. I used to be like, man, that's lame as hell. Listen, Chris G, it's no drugs in the military prison. That shit is discipline. That shit is super duper discipline. You get what I'm saying? You're not doing that stuff, man. And the thing about the military prison, you're never gonna go without. Like, it's always gonna be soap. Like, if you ain't got no money for a haircut, it's a mandatory you get haircuts. If you have no money in your books for haircuts, hey, salute to Jay Williams. Let's live life. Y'all already know. That's the YouTube monster, my boy Jay Williams. Let's live life. He had 85,000 subscribers. Y'all go check his page out. The military prison, man, if you don't got no money in your books, they still make you get a haircut. The haircut line is longer than the Eiffel Tower. You know what I'm saying? You still get, I always had haircuts. I always had money on my books. When I was in the military prison, I went in with a bunch of money. I kept a good $5,500 on the books. I was literally sending money home to my sister. I was sending money home to my mother. I was sending money home to my father. I was sending money home to I sent my grandma $500 at a time one time for the collect calls. Because at the first jail I was at, it was collect calls. The second one, you had an account. I was literally sending money home because it works differently. I came in there with a bunch of money, and then while I was in there, the plea of my deal, I got paid every month. I took a pay cut from the military, but I was still getting paid $199 per month. So I came in with the money I had plus that money there. You know what I'm saying? So I was chilling, man. Listen, I spent commissary like a motherfucker. You can't get no food. I was buying Arm & Hammer toothpaste. I'm buying 3 things of wave grease, a bunch of, because our envelopes. And the envelopes in the military, they're pre-stamped. So when you bet lopes. That's what they call them, lopes. And some of the guys, when they fight, they would fight with just body shots. They don't want to be all bruised and stuff and go to the box. Military prison, you want to avoid the box at all costs. It's not nice. You know what I'm saying? But they don't, like I said, they don't beat you and stuff. They don't, it's too much people that's not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's too much stuff with that shit. And the turtles are the same people. The turtles is the same guards you see every day. They just change up, take their motherfucking ID thing off and have a number on their thing. It's the same thing. And the guards would let you know what everybody's in jail for. The guards would tell you what people are in jail. But back to the yard thing real quick before I get into the guards. So let me tell you, I'm funny, man. I'm a funny dude when it comes to certain stuff. I'm playing all the sports. I'm hitting home runs. I'm chilling. Some days I will spin the yard, listen to the lies the dude I'm walking with tell. Don't nobody tell more lies than a motherfucker spinning the yard. Don't nobody tell more lies than a person walking the track, walking around the yard. Lies, lies, lies. What's the pay in military jail? The pay is to whatever you plead out to. You can do no pay. You know, it all depends, but I got lucky. My pay was, it was a percentage of my regular pay, so it ended up being $200 a month. So I would go down to the dispersant, get a check, right out to my mother, send it. I would order Jordan. When I came out, I had Jordans waiting for me. Jordans waiting for me. You get what I'm saying? And like for that guy I told you that I was in there for adultery, that was doing 12 months cheating on his wife, his pay was a little bit more than mine. He probably was getting like, he might have been getting like $1,000 a month because of his plea agreement. So he didn't get kicked out of the military. He just lost a lot of his retirement pension. All it takes is one mistake in the military and you're done with. Especially the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps has zero tolerance. So people that's in the military prison, they're just one mistake away. That's all. One mistake. So let me tell you something. I go to Squad Bay 4, a white dude named Benjamin. That's all I'm hearing about Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin is in the box right now, man. He like to beat up people while they sleeping. I'm like, man, what the fuck? While they sleeping, I couldn't even swallow. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. And he's a big white dude from Wisconsin or Kentucky. He beats up people While they're sleeping, he was doing a 7-year bid for trying to break in the armory and take all the M16s out. He got caught. So then I'm at the yard. Benjamin got released from the box. He was doing 30 days in SEG. He got released while we was at yard. They said, they go Benjamin right there, big white dude. They go Benjamin right there. He had no chin. His shit went from his lip to his neck. So like, it was weird shit, lip to his neck. Like, what kind of shit is that? How do you go from your lip to your neck? Anyway, he had no chin, but he was cool. So I see him. I'm trying to get him Benjamin in good graces. I need Benjamin on my side. I need him on my side. So I'm playing softball that day, but I'm not playing that day. I'm just sitting on the softball bench, just chilling, talking to my boy Lee. Benjamin walked by. I said, "Yo, Benjamin, what's good, bro?" He was like, what's up?" And he kept walking. I'm like, he don't know where I am. It was funny. So anyway, we go back to the dorm. I found out he's in 4. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker, he's in 4 now. He's been in 4 for years. So next thing you know, Benjamin comes to 4. "Yo, Benjamin, what it do, bro? What's up? What's up?" So next thing you know, he oh yeah, Kwame, link me. So next thing you know, I get real cool with Benjamin. Benjamin was a real loyal white dude, man. He was hanging with blacks and everything. A real loyal white dude. He even took wrath from some of the whites for hanging with us. Benjamin was really cool to the point where he would get more mad if somebody did something to us before he get mad at himself. He was a real loyal dude. He had a lot of time, not a lot, he had 70 hours, a lot of time in the military prison. He had a lot of time to do, but he was in good spirits. This man would go to the box on purpose. He said, "Yeah, I need 30 days to beat off in peace." Because when we was beating off, we was doing something called a steel curtain. That's when you take your blanket, you pull that motherfucker tight. And on the other hand, you just go in. So nobody don't know what's going on because the blanket is just stiff. It's called a steel curtain. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, the dude I told you that killed the innocent Iraqi, he was a little nasty fuck. He would beat off. He would put his leg on a stanchion and beat off. I was like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing?" He said, "I got permission from the warden to beat off." I never knew what to believe from this guy, man, because I thought he was pretty tough. Like, he was a big dude. All he worked out was arms. The motherfucker had no chest or leg, just arm. His arms was weird. His chest was in his arms like this. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I thought he was real tough, man. So a lot of Marines, they go with the weapons and stuff. You know, they go with the weapons, the martial arts and shit like that. But one thing about martial arts, they don't tell you that the motherfucker gonna hit your ass back. So when you do martial arts in the Marine Corps and you training, that person you training with is sitting right there stiff like this. He might be like this. You practicing moves on him. You know what I'm saying? So Benjamin was talking all this shit. "Yeah, I'm tough. I shot an Iraqi." I remember the dude always say, "Go in the fucking blind spot, motherfucker. Go in the back of the thing. Salute the firecracker, man. Melbourne, Florida. Stand up." Oh, we're right by Cape Canaveral Kennedy Space Center. So Phillips wasn't that tough as I thought he was, man. A lot of dudes was not tough in that prison as I thought I was. And the dudes I thought was regular, those were the tough ones. Let me talk about the race war that happened with the detainees. A lot of Marines that's in the military prison, a lot of them are young. You got some older ones that's been there. You got Marines that been 25, 30 years that's in there for child pornography. It's lagging. I'm on. So a lot of dudes in the military prison, man, it's just weird, man. It was a race war. So a lot of the guys are young. They're so young, they're not even really Marines. They still civilian. Now, they got in trouble within their first 6 months in the Marine Corps, so it's nothing Marine about them. They don't have the Marine traits. They're not part of the program. They don't carry themselves like we do. They're basically civilians. Well, the detainees, they was wild down there in that dorm. The detainees were in blue, like I said. And the detainees that got into this race war, I peeped at them. They was country as hell. They was country. And the blacks that got into it, Birmingham and Hightower, not Birmingham, Maddox. He was from Birmingham, Alabama. I don't remember where Hightower was from. They got in a race war downstairs on the first tier. And I'm not saying this because I'm black, but they beat the dog piss out of those white dudes. The white dudes initiated it. And it was a few, like 4 white dudes, and Maddox and Hightower was going against them, just knocking them off, like beating them up, like getting the best of them and everything. This is the word on the motherfucking the prison wire. Beating their ass and everything. It was going down, man. I'm going to tell you how I ended up bumping back into them. It was going down. So the guards, they love showing shit. They got their cell phones in the dorm. The guards right there, let me see the picture. They showing the pictures of the dude that was beat up. And the face was so bad, man, because I was so used to people doing body shot fights that when I seen the faces on these guys, it was all messed up. And when I finally caught my DR, I got a DR, right? Because when you go to military prison, when you go through the chow hall, you got to go through the metal detector. When you come out the chow hall, you got to go through the metal detector. And after every meal, 4 or 5 people have to get strip searched no matter what. After every meal, 5 people are getting strip searched no matter what. Mexican got on boot for real. No matter what, you getting strip searched. You feel me? But they pick it in numbers as random. They be like, all right, strip search numbers 3, 5, 9, 10, and 11. So you count where you at in line. You know, you might be 1, 2, 3. You like, oh, I just made it. I'm lucky. So you go in, and they taunt you, man. It's four guards sitting behind a table like a panel, and they're sitting there watching you, laughing at you. Oh my God! And they make you duck walk. So once you squat and cough, they make you duck walk until they say stop. So you duck. It's like you want a motherfucking a miniature pogo stick. All you doing all day like this, until they say stop. It's like a workout in its own. They sitting there laughing at you, man. And you can't do shit because they will put you in a box like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about the time I went to the box. I went to the box, right? I was coming down on my last, 25 days. You know, I had been a good inmate the whole time, man. I was a comedian. I was funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm down on my last 25 days. There was a guard there named Stringhammer. This is how I know when guards are soft in the military. When guards are soft in the military, in many prisons, people take advantage of them. I'm here to tell you that. That's what happened. That's why some guards are the way they are, but some guards take it too far. This guard was soft. His name was Stringhammer. He was a new Marine. He had probably just got out of boot camp 2 months ago. Fresh, wet behind the ears, looked like Shrek. We all knew it. I went to the metal detector. He said, Winchester, go back in there again. I was like, okay, top flight security. And the other guard was like, what'd you say, Winchester? Another guard that I didn't want to go on his bed. He didn't play. I looked, I say, dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. He said, cuff up. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was being stupid. I said, listen, I'm the biggest dumbass in the world. I'm trying to get out of it. He said, no, fuck that. Cuff up. I cuffed up. They took me to segregation. I'm like, oh, I'm on zero now. Loss of privileges. Only thing in there is a bed, a school desk, and a Bible. I'm dying. Niggas like, yo, you read the Bible like a book, you'll be okay. I tried to read the Bible like a book. It don't work. Whoever say read the Bible like a book is dead wrong. So I'm in there. I'm yelling. Because they got you have a clipboard in front of your cell. Keep in mind, this is segregation. It's motherfuckers yelling all throughout there. Let me out. Fuck you. I've been to Iraq 4 times. It's people yelling all day. It's no peace at all. It's just straight chaos, man. Straight chaos. These crazy Marines that been to wars and stuff. And I've been to wars too. I didn't have the same. You guys and some of them were playing. They were lying also, trying to get out. Trust me, you will be locked up with mental problems. That mental problems ain't getting you out of jail. You're gonna be a motherfucker with mental problems in jail. So I go there. I'm like, damn, this shit is kind of crazy. I said, help! Hey, let me out! Hey, Gunny, come get me! Come get me! Help me out! Hey, Chris G, that environment sounds like it will make you lose your. Nah, Chris G, not like that. Like the other prisons I hear about. Yo, let me out. The Gunny say, Winchester, what the fuck you doing making all this noise in my damn prison? I say, Gunny. I said, listen, man. I say, I'm not. I said, I can't. I need to get back to the dorm, man. If I had a book, it would be no problem, but I only had the Bible. And I worry about my Foot Locker. Because they have people pack your shit up for you. You know what I'm saying? So I worry about my shit missing. Like, where my shit at? I said, let me out, please. He come out, he said, what the fuck making all this noise for? Gunny, he was a nice dude. He was a water warden. He was a gunnery sergeant. He was under the warden in the Marine Corps, which is an E7. He had like 17 years in. Next thing you know, man, he let me out. He said, all right, Winchester, I'm going to let you out. I'm going to let you out, man. I was like, thank you. I came out to the dorm like a motherfucking hero. They go, hey, Winchester. People hug me and stuff. I come out to the dorm. Another dude is in my rack. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man, what the hell? He's in my bed. I'm like, yo, bro, can you get up? I'm trying to be nice. Like, can you get up, man? And I've been here for months, man. And everybody like, yeah, man, he been there for months, bro. For real, get the fuck up. I was like, damn, I'll go to the other side. That motherfucker got the fuck up. But that ain't the moral story. That was a dumb side note anyway. So anyway, I go back to the dorm thinking I'm scot-free because a lot of my sentence, I slept and played cards and wrote. I got a book I wrote called Life Before, During, and After the Marine Corps. I tried to get it published at the time from my aunt. She has a publishing company, but at the time I tried to get it published, she told me, where's the redemption at? Because when I did the book, I was still on cocaine. So it's no redemption. At the end of the book, I'm still on coke. What kind of shit is that? Anyway, Mom said, wait till you get some redemption. I was like, okay. So anyway, I go back to the dorm. I'm thinking I'm scot-free. I'm thinking the DR is done. I'm like, well, maybe they'll bump it down to a negative OR. Because you have a negative OR, and then you have one thing, then you have a negative OR, then you have a DR. A negative OR is a negative observation report. If they have to tell you something, they might want to give you a DR. Give them a negative OR. Now it's on the back of your hard card. If some people hard cards filled up so much, they got 2 hard cards. So my hard card had a negative OR. I said, I'm good, man. I'm really good, man. I'm doing good. I got a, you know what I'm saying, negative OR. I'm good. I'm sleeping one day. I'm trying to sleep my whole sentence away. I used to sleep. You can't break the sheets, though. You're not even supposed to be sleeping, but you can't break it. So I used to lay on top of the sheets. And if I see somebody, I wake up quick. Is that a warden or shit? Who was that? What's going on? Fuck. So I can never really get no good sleep. Motherfucker loud, stopping the car. Bow! Motherfucker, they playing spades and shit, dominoes. Boom! I'm like, what the fuck? I can't sleep. So they said, Winchester, cuff up. What the fuck was that? Cuff up. I said, what's going on? I'm like, what else happened? Now I'm trying to think of all the shit I did since I've been here. I said, well, I ain't do too much shit. I said, I might have beat off with a steel curtain. I think I took a Seroquel, but that ain't it. I cuffed up. I go back to zero. I'm like, damn, now they not letting me out. I'm like 20 days out. So now I got to go see the DNA board. And keep in mind now, all the time you did before you see the DNA board don't count. That's dead time. So if you was in the box for 10 days and you go see the board and they give you 10 days, that ain't time served. You got to do a whole new 10 days. You feel me? None of that time before your DNA board counts. The DNA board stands for the Disciplinary and Adjustment Board. It's a panel with 4 people. They tell you your fate. So they say, what's going on, Winchester? How you doing? Everybody told me, yo, plead guilty, yo, plead guilty. I'm like, all right. You know how people been through stuff, so they tell you what to say. I'm like, all right, bet. I plead guilty. How you plead guilty? I said, but listen, let me talk real quick. I said, I've been a model inmate the whole time I've been here. You know what I'm saying? I work in the workshop. I fix fire extinguishers. You could check my record. I had a couple of negative ORs for talking back because my brother used to write me letters from his prison. So they let us write letter prison to prison. They wasn't letting us, but somehow it was making it through. And then one day a guard came to me tomorrow. I can't let you get this letter. My brother wrote some stuff in the letter he shouldn't have wrote. He said, I can't let you keep this letter. I was like, man, fuck you, man. He said, what'd you say, Winchester? I said, nothing much, man. Just glad to be here. I wasn't gonna say fuck you again. That's just stupid. Sometimes you put shit on yourself. I wasn't gonna say that. So he ignored me. So all the dormers laughing, whatever. And I got away with that. But the dorm people used to like me so much because I always had jokes. And the guards, they was okay, man. I'm gonna respect you as long as you respect me. I'm not gonna get mad at the guard because somebody else don't like him. And that's the problem with people, man. I'm gonna get into that later. So what was I saying? I was talking about the dorm. I'm in the dorm. Oh, yeah, I'm in the DNA board, right? I'm in the DNA board. So I said, listen, I've been a model. I made a mistake by telling them how many days I had left, even though they knew when I told them it made them want to do it more. I said, I'm down to my last like 18 days. I said, just let me go back to the dorm. I'm about to go home, please. I had no kids or nothing. I was just free as a bird, chilling. Please let me go home. They're like, you got 17 days left? I said, yeah. I'm thinking we on to something. Yeah, 17 days. Yeah, 17 days. They're like, okay. You got 17 days? Like, yeah. They say, you know what we're going to do? I said, what's that? I'm all ready, like I'm give me good answer. I said, what's that? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to keep you in segregation until you get out. They said, you are going to PR from SEG. PR is permanent release. They said, you are going to PR from SEG. That way, we let the dorm knows what happened when you disrespect our guards. Now we're going to have the effect on the dorm where the dorm is going to wonder what happened to Winchester. And that's the effect they wanted to have on everybody in the dorm. Like, Winchester never came back. What happened to him? If we do the same thing, that'll happen to us. Because I got charged with obstructive words and gestures, inciting a disturbance, because they were saying that other inmates were getting riled up. And that was it. And that charge cost me my last 22 days in SEG. And that shit was hell. Listen, man. I'm talking about hell. You got to wake up at 5 a.m. and you can't go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night. It was hell. And they there at 4:50. Get up. And they come by your cell every 15 minutes. So imagine trying to sleep in between the 15s. Is they coming? Is they coming? Fuck. Is that them? Oh, shit. Fuck. So they bring the food to your cell. The food is bumping. On the weekends, you only eat twice. The weekdays, you eat 3 times. Weekends, you get brunch and dinner. But you get 2 burgers, 2 chicken sandwiches, french fries. The worst. But you're going to be hungry because you eat so late. You eat so early. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you about this. I didn't have problems with guards that other people had with guards. If somebody had a problem with a guard, that didn't mean I had a problem with the guard. Let me tell you what, in life in general, what I stopped doing. I had homeboys, right? If my homeboy didn't like somebody and I see that person, I automatically didn't like him. I'm like, man, fuck that. Even in the Marine Corps, if a Marine didn't like another Marine, I'm like, man, fuck that motherfucker. I'm on your side, bro. I don't do that shit no more. If somebody don't like somebody, that's on them. Because you don't never know what your friend or your homeboy did to dislike that person. That person could be a good person. I done met plenty of people that was, I don't fuck with that nigga, man. He a fuck nigga, man. And I meet him like that. I meet the dude on another occasion. The dude cool as hell. You don't know what your homeboy did to piss that person off. And this is the messed up part about that. Your homeboy will mess around and get cool with that person they was beefing with. Now you and the person beefing. And it wasn't even your beef to begin with. I say that to say this. Stop disliking people because other people dislike them. Now, if you gangbanging in this gunplay, that's different. But if you out here just chilling and your homeboy don't like somebody for that, don't dislike that person because your homeboy don't like him. Don't do it. You'll find out that person is a real good person. I didn't have a problem with the guards, man. I did not. I respected all of them. They was young, man. They wasn't like the guards y'all talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's get this straight. If they was racist, they were scared to tell you. It's not like Attica and the shit I'm hearing about these prisons in Florida, Florida State Prison and Auburn. It's not these guards or Marines. We were Marines. They have respect for you, man. It's some assholes, but even them, they try to be respectful. They try to keep the peace in the dorm. You get what I'm saying? Let's see what else I had over here. Yeah, like I said, easily influenced by the comments. And that's another thing, like people like, okay, they got YouTube, like, yo, put me in a community, I'll put you in a community post all day. But one thing I learned about YouTube is really no shortcuts. The only shortcut is good content. I can put you in a community post all day, but a person still has to subscribe to your page. Once I get them to your page, they still have to like your content. Like when 1090 Jake shouted me out in a community post and he brought them to my page, they had to like my content to subscribe. You get what I'm saying? They still have to like you. Just because you're getting a shout out don't mean you're going to blow. I put people in the community post and they didn't blow at all. You know what I'm saying? And some people I put in the community, they blew. And some people I put in there, nothing happened. And my thing didn't do nothing, you know? But when people get sent to your page, the person they sending, they still have to like it. It's not like you in the community post, now all your subscribers are automatically mine. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see this with YouTubers. You'll see YouTubers change from when they have a little bit of subscribers to when they get a lot. You'll see the attitude change. They even leaning back in the motherfucking chair different. 100 subscribers, they like this. When they get a bunch of, they like this now. Just chilling, man. They just chill. Like the way they talk to you was different. When they had a little bit of subscribers, they was more respectful to the subscribers. Now they got a lot. They curse them out. Man, fuck you. They curse the subscribers out. Like YouTube is not gonna change me because I've always had stuff, man. This is not new to me. I was a Marine, man. Like I've been everywhere, man. I've seen a lot. I've been around people with the bag, the legit bag. I've been around success. You know what I'm saying? I've been around success, man. I'm in Florida. A lot of my family members are in Florida. They own their own business. Like, I've been around. I see what happens when you work hard. So this YouTube stuff will never change. I'm going to always respond to the comments. I'm going to always be humble. I'm going to always replace negative energy with positive energy. I'm not going to get all these subscribers to start cursing people out in the live chats. No, I'm going to be calm, bro. But maybe you're having a bad day, bro. Salute and thanks for tuning in. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to always say salute and thanks for tuning in. Like, motherfucker going to push you to the point where I ain't going to say that. But as long as you don't violate my brother or say that about my kids, everything else is not worried about. But you will see YouTubers change, man. People get 1,000 subscribers and start calling out haters. You got 1,000 subscribers, now you want to point out the haters. Bro, ain't nobody hating on nobody. Stop creating haters. See, I'm going to tell you why people create haters. On social media, too. People feel like they doing so good that somebody has to be hating on them. That's how people feel. People are like, I'm doing so good. I know somebody's hating on me. And the reason how they get that mindset, because when they wasn't doing that good and somebody had a lot, they was hating on them. So they assume everybody thinks like they think. And that's not true. I would never hate on somebody that has the same 24 hours in a day as me. When I was at my worst, when I was strung out on coke, let me get it right. I was never strung out. You didn't know I did cocaine unless I told you. I'm sneaky when it comes to certain things. I am sneaky when it comes to doing certain things. What is the best place in Florida to move? I'm in Palm Beach. I love Palm Beach, man. I'm about to get ready to close this live down, man. We had 102 people in here. I appreciate everything. And listen, yeah, for real, Joey, listen. If you ain't been to prison and you good at questioning, you got a passion for YouTube, start you a dang on page. Don't worry about what people think. Prison is not a rite of passage. There's no certificate of achievement for going to prison. You get what I'm saying? Don't be discouraged. People are gonna talk stuff. People are gonna talk stuff. I'm gonna do a little quick freestyle. My phone. Hey, babe, bring my charger in here, the red one, if you can, please. I'm about to go down. I wanna say a couple more things. I'm gonna say this little rap thing, man, that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. It goes like this. My wife asks, that love you give, do it. Let me know if I'm lagging. Let me know if I'm lagging. But another thing, man, if you got a YouTube page, thank you. Yeah. If you got a YouTube page, thank you. If you have a YouTube, let me see if they got battery on it. Yes. Oh, it's barely got battery. If you have a YouTube, like I said, you want to start your YouTube and you got passion, start your dang on YouTube. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be different for you. You're going to be more questions. You're going to be different. You're going to want to know more, man. Let's everybody just get along. Like, I'll get along with YouTube and be chilling. Like, shout out to my boy DOCTV813. We all get along. Shout out to K. Shout out to my boy If They Only Knew. He's in the comments right now. Go like and subscribe to his page. If They Only Knew. Interview people that have been on Rikers Island. My boy Light, my boy Joe Cruz. Rikers Island. I interviewed them on my page. They interview people. They have different interviews. You know how you got some people that interviews are rotated amongst YouTubers? Well, they have exclusive interviews. It's called the If They Only Knew podcast on YouTube. If you go to the search bar on YouTube and put in ITOK, ITOK, it will bring you straight to their page. Fire artwork and everything. So I appreciate everybody, man, that tuned in to this live. And I'm not done yet. Let me know if I'm lagging, man. I want to spit this rap real quick. And like I said, man, stop. Don't acknowledge people, man, all the time. You know, sometimes you could sneak a little, say something in there, you know what I'm saying? But if people are keeping you, that mean you're doing something, you know? Because no matter if you're doing good or bad on here, people are still going to talk. And the difference between YouTube, thanks, Gotti, for real, man. The difference between YouTube and Facebook and social media, reason why there's more trolls on YouTube because Facebook and stuff, Facebook requires more for you to have a page. You basically got to almost see, you got to accept that person into your community for them to basically comment on your stuff. Facebook have to have a profile. It's certain things you have to have so people can know who you are. When it comes to this YouTube, you can be anybody. You can make a profile. You can sit here and be watching this live and not like what I'm saying and create a profile real quick and come back on the same live and troll. YouTube, you can be anybody on YouTube. You could be Joe Jones and nobody ever have a way of tracing you back. Page created yesterday. You can do that. You have to learn to ignore the comments, man. Like, I have thick skin, man. And it's still sometimes some of these comments get to me. I never heard of no YouTuber that hasn't spoke about the comments. Every YouTuber I've seen comments about the comments. Every single YouTuber comments about the comments that people say. You get what I'm saying? No purpose. Hold on. And this is another thing about YouTubers. If you're a YouTuber and you have a prison page, it don't make sense for you to have a YouTube prison page with a prison mentality still. This is the biggest thing people say about YouTube pages. Oh, I started this page for the kids. Bro, when you started your YouTube page, you didn't have the kids on your mind. Like, you know, you started this YouTube page to get money and to speak about the stuff that happens in prison. Your page wasn't designated for kids. Kids ain't gonna watch this video and be like, I'm not going to jail. It starts at home, period. These videos ain't gonna change much. It's a message in all of my videos. If my video is full of stabbing, it's a message in that motherfucker. Don't go to prison or your ass will get stabbed. You get what I'm saying? So that all of that, oh, it's for the kids. Yeah, some people it's for the kids, but generally speaking, it's informative. Let you know what happens in prison. Ain't no miracle worker. Ain't no kid like, oh, I ain't going to prison. And anyway, the kids that are out doing bad shit anyway, are not watching this. Good kids are the ones watching this. Kids that are in the streets robbing and stealing, they're not watching no YouTube prison page. They know they might go to prison. What's somebody want to watch something that they knocking on the door of? I'm not going to watch a prison YouTube page when I'm knocking on the prison doors. I'm not going to watch a prison YouTube page if I'm out selling drugs. So like I say in all my videos, your average subscriber is a stand-up person that's humble, that raises their kids. Your average subscriber is a person that's 1,000,000 miles away from prison. They'll never go. Then your other average subscriber is the ones that's been to prison that have changed their life around and they'll never go back to prison. It's easy to watch something when you know you'll never go back to it. Like me on YouTube, that's what's up, Jeff. I appreciate that. With me on YouTube, for example, when it comes to YouTube, I don't know why my light stopped working. Yeah, they definitely need to watch, but they not no stand. They don't have time to watch it. That's what's up. As long as people see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these kids don't even have nobody at home to send them the links. All they know is the streets, man. But like I said, me personally, like I said, I used to do cocaine. I do stand-up comedy. I perform at the Improv. I performed at my homeboy Zara's Lounge. I've done different performances. I performed at my family's 4th of July gathering. I just hate when I do jokes in the mirror and they're not funny in person. But anyway, so I'm a comedian, so a lot of my jokes I tell be about cocaine because the funniest shit happened to me on cocaine. The reason why I could joke so much about cocaine is because I know I will never do it again. You feel me? It's easy to joke about something you'll never do again. Now, if I was a person out here selling dope, breaking into cars and shit, I wouldn't even be able to watch this stuff because I'm scared. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I was working my boy's trap house. 2011. I'm running his trap house. Scariest shit ever because I had never sold heroin before. I sold weed in high school, cocaine. I had never sold heroin. Heroin is a different kind of person. You have a different kind of fiend when you deal in heroin. It's not a regular fiend. It's not a coke fiend. The heroin fiend. And I'm in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Salute, Chris. I had never been there. I had my beard. My beard was longer than this. Everybody, they set me up. Yo, you look just like you from here. You're going to fit in perfect. I'm not lying to y'all, man. I'm not lying. I'm counting like $10,000 every day and a half. Not my money. I got $800 for the week I was there. I'm counting out money. Check this out, though, man. I'm selling this stuff. I'm going to the corner. I'm meeting them at the store. They're not calling my phone directly. They're calling my boy's phone. He's calling me. This have their numbers. You know, people want to keep everything with them. He's calling me. I'm busting down these heroin sales. That's when I found out what kind of fiend. They was like, hey, what's going on? See, I need it. I've always had an interest in jail. Always. So I'm running a trap house. These are like a 3-family house. The house goes like this. I'm at the part of the house that comes to the point. I'm at the top floor. I'm watching a show called Jail. I'm into this shit. Like I ain't like jailing around the corner from me. I'm watching it. Dude that comes in there. The dude I'm basically working for. My homeboy too. Yo, he took the remote. Said, yo, we don't watch this shit in here, B. We don't watch this, bro. I'm like, oh, he had did 10 years. He was on parole. They were different criminals. Like I didn't belong with them. I know this shit. I didn't belong with them, man. And this is how I know I didn't belong with them. I'm busting down. I'm making sales. I'm seeing so much money, but it's not mine. Like I'm spending $40 a day on food. Like when I was giving him the money back, he didn't know if I took money, if I ate. He didn't care. Well, he wasn't petty. It was, so here you go, bro. So I'm watching Jail. So I'm going down to the corner to bust down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going down to the corner to bust down. Next thing you know, man, I'm going to bust down, and here we are. Police is there. And this is how I knew that game wasn't for me. I'm telling my dude, I say, bro, the police is at the corner. He was like, yo, fuck that. We got to get this money. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, I got to leave here, man. I'm not staying for another week. So anyway, next thing you know, I'm selling, right? It's so many, listen. It was so many heroin addicts in that town. Somebody called the dude say, man, the man's going to be in a gray van. I'm like, all right, gray van, bet. I go to the corner. I jump in the gray van. It's the wrong van. Let me tell you something, though. Check this out. When I'm in the van with him, he's on the phone. So I jump in the passenger side, and he's on the phone talking. I'm thinking it's the right person. All right, bye. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my van. I said, what the? It was the wrong person, but my whole thing is that when I first got in the van and you was on the phone, motherfucker, you should have been told me to get out. I get in the van, he's on the phone, he's still talking. Yo, what's going on, Donnie? Yep. Hey, what's up, man? All right, yep. I love you to me. Yeah, all love. Who the fuck are you? Like, bro, you should have said that when I first got in. I was in the wrong, it was so many heroin addicts around there. I was in the wrong vehicle. I seen one lady, man, that was going through heroin withdrawal. It was the craziest shit I ever seen in my life, man. I seen the worst kind of addicts I was like, this cocaine shit I was doing wasn't nothing compared to what they were on. But I realized that I didn't want to be there. That street life shit wasn't for me. You gotta know. You gotta know. You can't be going against the grain when your mind is telling you to do something else. Because if I would have stayed the other week, I'd have been in jail probably. I'd have probably been in jail. Because all he cared about was the money. He didn't care about the detectives being at the corner. And I wasn't from there. You could tell I'm not from there by the way I talk and everything. So I'm worried about rival drug dealers and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff I was worried about. You get what I'm saying? And my wife kept calling his phone. My mama calling his phone. Hey, my wife like, yo, can I speak to him? He's like, yo, son. He's like, yo, Z, your bitch keep calling my phone, son. You tell her stop calling my phone. But I'm like, yeah, babe, keep on calling. Keep on calling. I say, bro, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back to Yonkers, man. I was living in Yonkers at the time. I was there for like 7 days. Now, if I was in my own city, it would have been different. I probably would still, my dumb ass would have still went to jail. But I was in a whole other city. I didn't know nobody. So, and these are like row houses where people can sit on their porch. Some people had wraparound porches. So I'm walking past 20 houses before I get to the corner. And these people are looking at me. They know why I'm there because the house I was selling dope out of, it was a bunch of different people there. We was rotating. So they seen 40 other black dudes before me. The operation was so structured that when I went back to Yonkers to it was a courier van I took. When I got in the courier van to go back to Yonkers, it was another dude getting out the courier van to replace me. That's how real it was. The dude was replacing me. He said, yo, next time you come back, because I told him I was, I told him I was coming back, that way it'll be easy for me to leave. I said, yeah, bro, I'm going to be back next month to get this money, bro. It's lit. I will be back next month. He said, yeah, if you come back next month, bro, I'm going to give you $5,000 for the whole month. I'm like, oh, shit. But I'm thinking I might not even make it to get to that damn $5,000. So I never went back, man. It wasn't what I was used to. Heroin is a whole new ball game. I sold this heroin to this one girl. Right? Here you go. Boom, boom. So now I hear some rocks hitting my window. I'm at the top floor. I couldn't sleep. I had to take cat nap. Every time I sleep, the phone ringing. Damn. Let me try to think of a nap in. Damn, the phone ringing again. God damn. It was crazy. So anyway, the girl, apparently she didn't like the dope she got. She knew it was good dope. She was trying to get extra dope. And she knew that I was different from the other guys. Because the other guys was beating up these people. Like, they was beating up the heroin addicts. Like, punching them in the face and shit. I'm not doing that, man. So the girl threw a rock at the window. All I'm hearing is, psh, psh. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? I'm like, damn. Next thing you know, I see her. Her and her boyfriend's out. The boyfriend like 6'4". Big black dude. It's a white Asian girl. He's like, what you doing messing with these people? They gonna kill us. He thinking I'm gonna kill her up there. Like, we're gonna kill her. They gonna kill her. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's like, fuck that. I'm like, what's going on? That was bullshit what you gave me. I didn't like it. I'm like, all right, let me just, heroin would be so small. I mean, I had bundles I was selling. You know what I'm saying? 10 bundles is $100. And I also had single bag I was selling. So I was like, I'm coming down now. I gave her a piece just to calm her down. So the boy I was selling for, two of them, one was my homeboy, and one of them I didn't know. He was my homeboy's homeboy. Both from New York. He said, what happened? I said, bro, I had to give her a piece of the girl to calm her down. She was making the spot hot. He said, yo, tell me you beat that bitch ass, yo. You beat her up? I'm like, no, I didn't beat her up, man. I just gave her a piece. He said, yo, next time, knock that bitch out. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not staying in this motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people end up in jail. You be treating the fiends all wrong and shit, and you wonder why these fiends told on you. You treating the fiend like shit, and you wondering why the fiend told on you. You get what I'm saying? And this was what's so crazy, man. That heroin, I seen a girl with so many spots on her face, like, and listen, I used to wonder where they getting the money from. Like, the most rough around the edges heroin addicts would have, like, no lie, like, $1,500 to $2,000 on. I'm like, where the fuck are they getting it from people that got money and they going to get it for them? It was a scary existence. You feel me? It was. I wasn't from there. It was wintertime. I felt like the first cop that seen me was gonna know I wasn't from there. And my homeboy was tricking me, bro. You look like you look just like you from here. You gonna fit in perfect. He had tricked me to come out. He said, "You roll when we get there." It was a New Year's time, New Year's 2011, around New Year's. He said, "We're going to the strip club, B. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a ball, son. It's gonna be fun, bro. You're gonna have it lit." But when I got there, he went back to New York. So we didn't even. It was none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was I got set up, but I needed the money at the time. I was living with my sister in Yonkers and my mother and my wife, and I had one kid at the time. And I just came home. So I was trying to get stuff in order. And all the money I came home with ran through that shit. I didn't have the mindset I had now. I wasn't thinking houses and homes and assets and stuff. I was just a bunch of liabilities. So He called me back and said, yo, Zeke, you want to come back? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good, man. He's like, I didn't want to come back because he was the one that introduced me to cocaine and stuff and how to back it up. He taught me all of that. I was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, John. Wilkesbarres. It's a damn heroin town. Bottom line. It looks like a methamphetamine town. For real. Yeah, there's just this shag, bro. I ain't combing out. It's just my signature haircut. It's the shag, bro. I had this before I started interviewing the Dominicans. Let's get that straight. I had this before I started interviewing the Dominicans. Somebody says Dominican haircut. But yeah, man, and that's another thing, man. You have people come home from prison, and they come home from prison back to the streets. They think they more street than people because they've been in prison. Let me tell you something. While you was in prison, these dudes were still out in the streets. So who is more street? You or that person that's been in the streets? Now, you might be more prisonish, but you're not more street than that dude. That dude's been out in the streets the whole time when you've been in prison. Prison don't make you automatically a thug when you get home. I know not plenty people. I know 2 people that came home from prison and took losses, fistfights to civilians that are 1,000,000 miles away from prison. Let me say that again. I know 2 people that came home from prison that took losses from people that are 1,000,000 miles away from the penitentiary. And I keep on saying this, prison is not a rites of passage to make you an automatic thug or you're an automatic fighter. It does not work like that. But I salute the people that's made it in and that's made it out because I can only imagine the hell you went through. I mean, even going through reception, downstate Ulster, your first jail. Because, see, New York and Florida is different. New York do more cutting than Florida, in my opinion. Because I haven't been there, so just say they come from. You haven't been there, how you know? New York, in my opinion, does more cutting than Florida. I've interviewed enough of both. I pretty much know the schematics of both. It's just different. New York is known for slashing. New York is known for slashing people and stabbing and buck. The buck 50 thing came from New York. I don't think it was established in Florida. I think that word buck 50 was established with New Yorkers. Now everybody uses it. New Yorkers are known for slashing, man. That's the bottom line. When I grew up in the projects, niggas had knives in their pocket. It was like guns. And they had, remember them orange knives that made the clicking sound, click, 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 click? That's the shit my brother used to have. Them orange knives that click, 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 and you could lock it. You could pull the thing back and lock it. Now, Florida, as far as the civilian world go, Florida is known for shooting because it's way easier to get a gun license here. Florida is known for shooting, but let me tell you something. It take a lot more to stab a person than to do to shoot a person. Anybody can pick up a gun and pull the trigger, but it take a different kind of person to come up to a person and open them up. That's a different kind of person, man. So it takes a lot more to stab a person than to do to kill a person. The box cutters, exactly. I'm not sure if that the orange one. Oh, the the 007. That's what they call it. Yeah, the click, click, click. And if you want to, you might could break a piece off. Yeah, that's what they was walking around. And when I grew up in the project, people was getting cut, man. Like outside of prison, people was getting slashed down. But what videos y'all want to see, man? For all the New Yorkers that's on this live, how do y'all feel about my Florida videos? Because I noticed that, like, I must have changed the whole algorithm. Salute to Joey Rock. That's my boy. I must have changed the whole algorithm. You get what I'm saying? I must have changed it because the Florida, I noticed something though, man. Like the Florida, I got to get back into Florida. I'm going to get back. The thing about the Florida interviews is that, shout out to Louie Lou. That's you, Vlad Hernandez in the comment. That's Louie Lou in the comments. The Florida, they don't do as good as the New York ones, but that's because I changed the whole algorithm. I was doing Florida interviews first, then I started doing Rikers Island, and then it just took off from there. And the Florida interviews, it's harder. It's harder to get the people in order. I don't know why. It ain't got nothing to do with the stage. It's hard for me to get people in order. The New York interviews, these people be locked and loaded. What's up, man? Let's go, man. Let's go. The fuck, man. Hey, second, y'all. Let's go. But it's that's what y'all don't understand. Like, I'm gonna go do a lot of Florida for my Florida subscribers, but I appreciate that, Jeff. My Florida subscribers, it's just hard to get them lined up. They be like, yeah, I'll be there. Nah, bro, Florida jails, shoot, I like network. Florida jails seem like a country club. Bro, I've interviewed people, nah, man. You got a lot of like Florida prison. You got the Florida State Prison. You got Appalachia. I heard that's one of the bad ones. Florida State Prison, Appalachia, Taylor, CI. I heard that's one of the bad ones. And a lot of the prisons in the Panhandle, I heard are the bad ones. A lot of the prison in the no man, Florida's not a country club, bro. I interview people. That thing is crazy, man. Yeah, the Spanish people. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, y'all. Yeah, what's up, man? The fuck, man. That's how my Spanish people be talking. I love that shit. I know, bro. I know I like network. I know. I just don't think they like. I don't think they like New York prisons though. Like it just seems like it's so much more stabbings, and just a lot of stabbings in Florida. New York just seems like different, man. This seems different. I don't know why. It just seems different though. You feel me? And let me know if I'm lagging. Am I lagging? Florida be raping. I mean, everybody be raping. Hey, Vlad, and then you party out now. You crazy, man. I got love for the Dominicans. Listen, man, I'm gonna always have love for the Dominicans because the loyalty to the Dominicans, Shaman, they be taking up for me and everything. Like, they'll back up easy. I got this one. I'm like, oh shit, go ahead, handle it. You know, even though I ain't gonna say nothing negative, they be like, I got this, bro. I even tried to take up for a subscriber the other day, and the YouTube was like, man, fuck that, man, and just went in on him. I'm like, the Dominicans is very, very loyal. When a Dominican come in the chat, and when I interview them in the comments, the reason why I respect the Dominicans so much because when I put the video up, they already putting a like without even seeing the video. It's straight love. I could tell the loyalty in them already, man. And not to mention, when I was a kid in 2001 and 2002, all the drugs I used to get was from Dominicans. When I used to go to a Post, it was Dominicans. When I used to go to 167 for Amsterdam, it was Dominicans in my CRX. Scared as hell coming from Westchester. Because it's almost like the cops knew we was from Westchester. You know what I'm saying? I used to be so nervous. I had a CRX, bro, with Florida tags. But as far as I know, the Dominicans always had the best weed, bro. Even when I was, like, I remember when I was first started smoking loud, it was calling it haze. It was purple haze, and you had the dro. Purple haze and the dro, and yeah, Dykeman, yes. And sometimes you had kind bud. Not down there. Kind bud was in my town alone. But the haze and the dro and the gram was like 0.7 back then. And I remember going down the Post one day, bro, no lie, getting 920s. I said, I'm gonna get 9 duh. He's like, all right, Pape, say no more. You know what I'm saying? 920s. I remember Northern Lights, but actually I remember the dro and the haze. They was calling it piff. It was called a piff, bro. Yeah, Washington Heights and Dykeman, bro. I used to always go there, bro. And bro, every time I went there, I used to go from Westchester, from the Hutch to the Major Deegan, and I would get there some kind of way, bro. And bro, I wouldn't feel comfortable. It was weird because by the time I get to the person I'm buying from, 40 other Dominicans trying to get at me. Yo, Papi, big bag, big bag. Yo, Papi, where you going, Papi? I'm like, damn. It was crazy. There was so many of them out there, but it was so terrifying getting that shit, man. Like, because there's so much movement in New York. It's so much movement going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had been in Florida a lot of years. Like, when I went in 2001, I had been in Florida for 7 years already. So I was kind of like a Floridian in a way. So I wasn't used to that. Like, even now when I go to New York, I don't like being around that many people, man. The population there is crazy. The way the cars are on the road is crazy. That's a fact, John. They know it. And they know the way I look. This motherfucker nervous. This motherfucker, how the fuck you biting your nails? You finna get trees. I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? How you fuck? But yeah, man, I wish it'd be 167 in Amsterdam. Bro, if the dude wasn't even in the area, all I had to do was walk 1 yard, was another dude. And then when I would go with my older brother that's locked up now, he would go re-up. It was from the Dominicans. And I would go with him in the cab. And I would be nervous. But it was always Dominicans. I remember the Dominicans for being straight up hustlers, man. These guys had the money. They were the hustlers. And listen, I remember, that's a fact, man. John, it got to be like that, bro. It has to be turf. I'm saying I know it is. I'm saying it has to be like that because every block seemed like it was their own thing. Listen, I felt like I hit the lotto, bro. My cousin that used to take me down there, he introduced me to the Dominicans, and I started going by myself. You feel me? He said, yo, this is my little cousin right here. He's going to be coming down here. Yo, look out for him. And my cousin was getting ounces and stuff. And he was like, because I'd be scared. I had a car. In New York, in Florida, you get your driver's permit at 15. You get your regular license at 16. Ain't no junior license, none of that shit. You get your regular license at 16. The rest of my family had to wait. In New York, it's 17. So I drove my car at 16 years old to New York. So when I got to New York, I'm the only 16-year-old with a car because I still have Florida tag, Florida license, Florida registration. So I'm taking everybody down in my CRX. It's only 2-seat, but sometimes I have one person in there and the person laid down in the back. And then the next year I came back with my 89 Acura Legend. I was taking more people. But it was real nerve-wracking, man. I remember the first time I smoked Purple Haze, or Loud, you want to call it. I didn't know about Loud. I was in Florida smoking Miz like a motherfucker. We called it Loud Crip. And only the white boys had Crip when I was in school. If you got a hold of Crip in high school, I graduated high school 2002. If you got a hold of Crip in high school, you was the man. And that shit was so small and so expensive. An eighth was $50. Eighth was like $60 back then. And that shit was loud. You would roll back then. Put in the comments if you agree with this. Remember back then when Loud first came out, motherfuckers be rolling pencil joints. They be real pencil. Now Loud is out $25 for an eighth. Motherfucker got these shits the size of thumbs. And so I was taking people down and he said, yo, Poppy, this is my cousin Zeke. Boom, boom. Yeah, in 2000, 2001, that shit was $60, Kenneth. $50, and you can get it for $52. This is my cousin Zeke. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be coming down here. And after that, I started going on my own. I started going on my God. I started going when I didn't tell nobody because when I came back to my town in Westchester, I wanted to be seen as a hero. So here I am, I'm coming back with 9 20s. Taking a little piece off each 20. Here you go, each 20. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to seem like the hero because I started going, I used to caddy at a golf course called Wingfoot Golf Club. I would leave the golf course and head straight to the hutch, straight to the Major League and get there. Yeah, they was selling, it was straight dubs. I'm talking about the people in the town was selling the eighths for the 50. Yeah, I never got, but my cousin, they had the ounces though. I never got an eighth from there. I got straight dubs. And them shits was only at 0.7 back then. Those were some small ass dubs. Remember how small the joints was in the 2000, 2001? Motherfucker get a lot of motherfucking, that shit is small. They taking as much as paper off the Dutch as they can. I used to use, remember the big Dutches with the red label? Remember them big Dutches? You lick that shit, boom. You break it down the middle. See, what I started doing was I started taking the leaf off, like unwrapping it. Then rolling that first one, then wrapping it back up in the leaf. My brother then would just break the whole Dutch down. Boop, 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 roll it up. And I love the damn grape Dutch became my vanilla Dutch, bro. Vanilla Dutch was red. Yeah, blue wrap. Vanilla Dutch, that is a fact, bro. I remember this old man threatened to call the cops on me because I got a Dutch. Like, that young man doesn't look old enough. That mother about to call the feds on me for buying a Dutch. For real. But yeah, they like 3 years ago. When I was in high school, I didn't roll backwards because I was only smoking Miz. I cannot mix backwoods and Miz together. That's like drinking a Steel Reserve 211. It just don't go. And a few times I did use a backwood. I ain't no better in high school. I was using a whole backwood. Imagine how that shit tasted. Salute Chris. Kenneth, salute. My new moderator, Kenneth. But now I use backwoods. And the best backwoods, let me know if y'all agree with this, are the very dark ones. The darker the backwood, the better. Salute DJ from Yonkers. Wait, what part of Yonkers you from? When I was a kid, my family grew up on, it was on Hamilton, right off South Broadway. Then my brother was selling drugs off of Oak Street, right by Elm. And then I got a cousin that lived on Locust Hill. 180 for the zip. Damn, 180, god damn. That's good, man. That's fucking super good. For real. What else I remember about back then with the trees, man? I remember the pencil joints. That was the biggest thing I remember was the pencil joints. And sometimes I would even mix the Loud with the Mids. I know people, that's fucking disgusting. I would do anything to stretch that trees out because that pencil joint was going to be gone quick as hell. Especially if it's a cipher. Especially if it's a cipher. You know what I'm saying? Them pencil joints, you go, now motherfuckers roll a half an eighth in one joint. You feel me? But one thing I didn't like Philly blunts that much, man, because I could never roll them right. Like I could never. It took me a long time to learn how to roll a Dutch the regular way, because I thought the cool way was breaking it down with the leaf still on it. I thought when you take the leaf off, I thought that was childish. Honestly, I thought unrolling the leaf was childish. I would unroll it and then roll it back in there. You know what I'm saying? Like a kid. I felt like I would turn around and roll like, I don't want you motherfuckers seeing how I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was, but then my biggest problem would be breaking it down. Oh, Riverdale. Okay, I know exactly where you from, bro. My little nephew is from Riverdale, bro. Right by the ShopRite, I think. He's from Riverdale. Anyway, yeah. So we would roll like little joints, and I was like, this is childish. So I would turn around and roll. But taking the leaf off is when I realized that that's more better, because I would take the leaf off. Instead of going like this, I would put it and roll it up like that. You know what I'm saying? I would do it like that. But yeah, man, I'm probably out of all my family, man. I just yes, bro, for real, bro. You know what else I hate? I hate dudes that lick the hell out. Listen, when a person is rolling up, we gotta think about this though. Think about this. Think about when you smoke with somebody. This is stuff we never look at no more. When you smoke with somebody, do it cross your mind. Do it cross your mind that they licking the joint? When I'm rolling up somebody smoking, I don't ever think about this motherfucker just licked this joint. We just smoke now, don't we? Thanks, Jaron. All we do now is smoke. We never take in consideration this motherfucker just licked the joint. But we worry about who motherfucking cooked the potato salad at the gathering. Come on, man. How you worry about who cooked the potato salad at the gathering and we sitting there smoking joints, rolling up stuff? You feel me? Straight up, man. Green, but listen, bro, MED guns, M3D guns, I didn't like the green Dutches, bro. I didn't like that, I did not like that, man, for real. I did not like those green Dutches, man. Me personally, only Dutch Masters. Only Dutch Masters was for me. That's all. Latin Pain, my dude. We're going to interview this week. I already know, bro. That's what's up. Have you? Nah, not yet, Warback. No, I was on his live, though. You remember the blunt splitters. I never seen the blunt splitters. I remember seeing people put the blade and stuff, you know what I'm saying, break. Listen, I got a homeboy. He has all the tools he needs. He has all the tools he needs for his backwards. He had them motherfucker got the scissors. You know what I'm saying? He has a scissor and everything. He be finessing that. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't like the cones either. I don't like the rolling paper. The rolling paper remind me of a kid of crack. I remember when you was a kid, they had the Easy Water in the brown package. I hate looking at rolling paper. I cannot do that, man. I don't like them cones either. It tastes different. Bro, backwood for life for me. It's almost like I got addicted to the backwood taste. I like the taste of the dark backwoods, bro. I done went to the store, bro, no lie. I bought 2 packs of backwoods at once just to try to get all the dark ones out. And we didn't throw the other ones away. I don't like light backwoods. It just don't taste the same, man. And like I said, out of all my homeboys, I was the last one to leave mids alone. I was like the last guy standing with mids. Grab a leaf is okay, but maybe I'm rolling it wrong, but I could never pull from it. I'd be like, oh, damn. You don't know what the fuck is weird at? Did I break it down? I can't. My homeboy used to grab my homeboy. Hey, shout out to my homeboy Rocky. He's always in the comments. That's my best friend. Hey, Chris, the tobacco in it is addictive. I have to go out. The tobacco in it is addictive. Latin Pain, the truth came out. It was a good truth, Latin Pain. Papers with grabber in it. Big up. Yeah, for real, man. I had to fan to leave. I never heard of that. It's backwoods for me or nothing. Backwoods for life. That's my gang. I'm in the backwoods gang. That's my gang. And now I roll my thing. Bro, I don't like that pop culture. I don't like that either. I remember my homeboy, my wife's cousin came from Jamaica. Matter of fact, his name is Vicious. Cool dude from New York. He came from Jamaica. He like, yeah, wagwan. Yeah, wagwan. And we roll up. I'm like, okay, we rolling up the backwoods. He said, you got our frontal? You got our frontal? I said, what the fuck is our frontal? What? He had the backwood, bro, and rolled it up. Rolled it up in a white paper. I didn't understand that, man. I was like, that's something extra I have to smoke out of. Salute to my boy Latin Pain. That's my man. I don't like going through two things to smoke. Like when you got Dutch Master, you got the little paper and you got the leaf. That's one extra thing that's taking away the taste. All I want is one leaf. That's all I want. And I do not like swishers, bro. I do not like swishers, bro. Them shit's burnt. Let me tell you anything I had with a swisher. I don't know if I had a bad swisher. I roll my weed up in a swisher. Yeah, frontal leaf. That's what he was saying. Frontal. Where I go on, frontal leaf. Yeah, what I said. Go on. Good. Curry good. I'm like, but listen, I don't like swisher. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me with a swisher. I rolled a swisher up one day. With weed, you ain't really gotta. For y'all don't know, you don't gotta put weed out. You just stop smoking this shit to go out. You don't gotta be like a Newport, bro. I was smoking a swisher. No lie, bro. I was smoking the Swisher, and when I put the Swisher down and I came back, the whole Swisher was an ash. I came back to a long ass ash. The Swisher kept on rolling through. Hold on, my boy Kenneth just said it's away. Hey, that's a fact. The highest you will ever get in life is them damn clips. You feel what I'm saying? It's those clips. Let me tell you what I did when I first found out about that. My homeboy Steven Bonteef. I like to say something, they like to get called out. My homeboy Steven Bonteef was like, yo, bro, you know what I do? I said, what? He said, I take all my roaches, man, and I put them in the blunt, man, and I roll it all up together. I said, man, you know what? That sounds good. I started saving my roaches. I didn't know what it meant all fully. So I had all my roaches. I put them in the blunt. My dumb ass put the roach in the blunt as is with the paper still on. I had a bunch of motherfucking roaches in the blunt still in a paper. I was supposed to unravel it, put the weed out, they can throw the paper away and put it in the joint. I had a joint, bro, full of goddamn. I had a joint. Hey, part 3 dropped today, Marco. I had a joint full of stuff. It was the nastiest shit I ever tasted. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you the highest I ever got, man, off weed was damn Moon Rock. Moon Rock. Yeah, hey, Prince Jackson. I love this live. Y'all keeping me going. I'm running out of stuff. Y'all put it. Prince Jackson. The clips sometimes do give me a headache when you roll them up for the simple fact that sometimes if you ain't slick enough, they have like a little ash in it. Like and they smell funny too, man, for real. Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not rolling up clips if I have weed on hand. If I can't get to the person or it's late, but I'm not gonna roll up clips when I got a bunch of leaf next to me, weed leaf. I'm not doing that. The clips is from, yeah, hey, Raz, I'm gonna definitely get some Latin Kings in there. Yes, bro. And they had Moon Rock in Afghanistan. I just didn't know what it was then. Tommy Tuta, 8 years, bro. Yeah, bro, the goddamn, they called it hashish, but the Moon Rock had me wanting to give myself to God. I was ready to go to church that Sunday and give my whole self to God. Bro, no lie. When I was driving home, I had both hands on the wheel. I put the seat up. I said, Lord, if you let me get home this time, I would never smoke this shit again. Let's salute to Jerry from Young. Louie Lou, that's my boy, for real. I said, if you let me get home, I would never. It had me in a state I didn't like being in, man. I'm serious, bro. It had me in a state I didn't like being in. Then I smoked some other stuff from the dispensary. Bro, I don't like vapes. Hey, Jaron, the vapes, bro, it gives me a headache. I thought I was cool with the vape. I used to work for a place called Jimmy John's. Damn, salute to Tommy 2-time, 82nd Airborne. I was in Afghanistan with the 82nd Airborne. We used to drink together and everything. I was in Afghanistan with him. That's out of Fort Bragg, right? I thought Louis was a Latino DMX. That's my boy, for real. Boy came on like, yeah, what's up? Focus up. Louis wasn't playing. But back to the weed topic. It's a good topic. I like talking about this. So, I don't smoke on camera, though, but it's a good subject to talk about. Backwoods, I had some stuff, like in Florida, they have dispensaries. They have dispensaries, so you can get your card and go right to the dispensary. And shout out to Chris. You can get your card and go right to the dispensary. You feel me? And you can and get the weed you want. I don't know if it's like that in New York, but you can go right to the counter, like, yeah, let me get that banana split weed, and you'll get it. Well, a dude that was doing it, my homeboy had some weed, and bro, the weed was so fire. I'm not lying. The weed was so fire that I drove all the way back home from work as if I was in a school zone. I went back home the whole way 20 miles per hour. Not the whole way, but probably like halfway until I realized cars was beeping, and I pulled over and called. I said, bro, I cannot do this shit no more. I said, I cannot say I'm not smoking. I forgot what the name of it was. Dang, what was the name of that? I want somebody to be like, yeah, bro, that's what it was. I forgot the name of it. But it had me going in the school zone the whole time. I think when I went through the school zone, I never came out of that motherfucker. That's what it is. For real, man. But they have dispensaries in Florida, and it comes in this little white thing. The dispensaries sell it. I think the dispensary, they have good weed, and you can even buy some that's already rolled up. You get what I'm saying? In the raws, they already rolled up, straight up, and they have all kind of different flavors. Then they have it where they sell you the shake. You get a quarter a shake for $25, and the shake be good. It just be the leftover. No, he said that when he came back to the population. Hey, Louie, you in the chat? Prince Jackson said I like on right, bro. And that's the thing about this paper. I don't create no problem. I'm asking people to interviews, and he brought it up to me, so I asked him. But that's why you don't like it because you like you just said, bro. You a fan of Pistol Pete. So if the table was turned and people was in this interview was the opposite way, and people were saying stuff bad about Caballo, all the Caballo fans would have been going in too. So I can definitely dig it, bro. I can definitely dig it. How you say you don't like the part about Pistol Pete. I can dig it, but that's what happened. That's what he said happened. Like I said, the Pistol Pete situation, nothing happened. He didn't get punked out of nothing. Caballo was trying to plant the Dominican flag at Clinton Correctional Facility from what Louie Lou told me. And Louie Lou is Vlad Hernandez in his chat. That's him. Caballo was trying to plant the flag, and I guess he said they had words. I don't know if Louie Lou was over-exaggerated or not, but he said they had words, and they probably got cool after that. You get what I'm saying? But the thumbnail, of course, the thumbnail say, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Probably, like I said, like, I don't know. You're probably right, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But no, when it was all said and done, he didn't, wasn't, why don't you ask them why? Yeah, I wonder why Caballo seemed like, right. Yo, I still here? Okay. I thought it was messed up. What Latino blood I interviewed? Let me see Latino blood. Put in the comment, man, what y'all want to, for real, bro. Appreciate that. I know you're usually not coming back to population. Hey, Vlad Hernandez, get in the comments. But like I said, if y'all just joined in the chat, I spoke to Carlito Navaja, and he said that Louie Lou is official. They was at spots together. He said Louie Lou got him in a lot of trouble. He said he's a good dude. He misses him so much. You know what I'm saying? But right, I get what you're saying. No, I'm gonna put it like, from my opinion, from the interview, it's like this. It's like Caballo might have came to the box and said, "Bro, the Dominicans doing this, Dominicans doing that." And people are like, "Okay, this is what it is. I'm Pistol Pete." You know, I think it was a mutual understanding when it was all said. Understand, man. People, Dominicans are very loyal for their kind. Like Caballo, like you heard what he said, Lewis, about Bio. Caballo can call stuff from the dead, from heaven or hell, wherever he's at. He can call stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when people are speaking about Caballo, it's dear to them. So they might go in a little deeper than you expect. They might say, "Oh, he was hiding in Keep Lock." Maybe he wasn't hiding, but people are trying to defend Caballo so much. They might say things that you guys disagree with. It's a lot of love for Caballo. I noticed that. Prince Jackson, right? I got you. And even not doing 27 years, I know that's how it goes usually. But he said it he did a lot of years, bro, from 89 or something. I don't see his reasoning on lying about coming back to population. You know, maybe his part wasn't that big. I don't know, but most people want to tell you they got transferred. Like, most people be happy to say, "Yeah, man, what happened? Yo, we got it in, boom, boom, boom. Should they transfer me?" So for him to say he stayed there, it's not really a plus, though. Like, it ain't like you look that good. So I don't know why he stayed there. I don't know what's going on, man. But we're going to definitely, the kid you interviewed with the CEO. Oh, okay. Oh, no, yeah, he was official. That's, the kid I interviewed with the CEO. Yeah, that's my boy Majesty. That's what it is, bro. I got the, like, it's people backing him up and everything. What's the problem? He stayed, right? Hey, Vlad Hernandez, get in the comments, man, and reply. They want to know why you ended up, because I know you're still in the comments. They want to know how you ended up back in population after the riot. Because I asked you that. I said, you got back to pop? They want to know, bro, how did you end up back in population after a riot, especially a riot that big? That's what I hear, slashings, yeah. But, hey, bro, Raz, you right. I can't say it because I haven't been there, but from interviewing people, from speaking to people, even it still seems like that. Right. You're right, Prince Jack. We need to get to the bottom of that. Hey. Right. I'm trying to think who you talking about. Are you talking about Mad at the Blood? I'm trying to think who exactly are you talking about. The interview with the CEO. I remember the CEO, the interview. He was on there, right. I got you, Prince Jackson. I can dig it, man. I feel what you're saying. Bro, email me, Prince Jackson. FloridaPrisonTalk@gmail.com. I think I told you to email me. Stayed in his cell when it kicked off. When we get Carlito on there, Carlito gonna explain a lot of stuff. Bro, hey, Prince Jackson, you said 4 and 30. A lot of Dominicans, right? He didn't say he got right out, but listen. A lot of Dominicans, man, I heard was outnumbered a lot. Like even when I interviewed Indio, he said they were always outnumbered and they still stood their ground. Now, don't mean they ain't get their ass beat, but he said as far as I know from interviewing different Dominicans, and I have interviewed a lot of Dominicans, so I think I could say a little bit. They said they're always outnumbered and they always stood their ground. But a lot of the other stories I interviewed, all of them got transferred too. A lot of them end up getting transferred. He said he didn't come right back out to the yard, but eventually he did. And I know, Prince Jackson, that's still hard for you to understand because you did 27. So if you say in the comments, you pretty much know more than us. Hey, Vlad Hernandez, tap in the comments. You in here. They want to know how you ended up back in population after that riot. So Prince Jackson, how was the Dominicans numbers when you was in New York State Department of Corrections? I appreciate that, bro. How were the Dominican numbers, Prince Jackson, when you was in there? Was it a lot of them? A little bit? And that's another thing I always wondered about prison. People say they be smoking weed and all that. That's what bro, I didn't hear you. Tell the viewers. You said something earlier, so I just told. I didn't see you tell me. Let me go back up. I might have missed it. He said, I just told you. Oh, you have to ask administration that. They saw the footage. Hey, Prince Jackson, he said you have to ask the administration that. They saw the footage and did their investigation. So maybe they didn't catch him in the footage, Prince Jackson. He said he's only 5'2". Maybe they didn't catch him in the footage. But like I said, I called Carlito and he had nothing bad to say. It was straight good shit he said, man. But I could see that because a lot of people I interview about riots, they said they got transferred. Yeah, for real. Louie Lou was a good interview. I love Louie Lou. I love his energy, man. And that's what I told y'all before. No matter what interviews, people are always going to have something to say because before I interviewed Louie Lou, he was one of the ones in the comments talking about another guy I interviewed. So now Louie Lou came up and the people talking about him in the comments. So the story is not going to be believable to everybody. Some people are like, no, that didn't happen. It's not. But like I said, again, it's their perspective. Am I lagging anything? Don't add up. Not saying he didn't chill with Carlito. Salute to all them real dudes. Yep. And he mentioned a lot of names in that, like Missile. I was impressed to hear about the dude Missile. That was Caballo's right-hand man. And I appreciate all the questions y'all told me to ask Carlito. I'm going to interview Carlito first. Then I'm going to have my boy Carlito and Louie Lou on at the same time. I appreciate that, Tommy, 2 times. Yo, Prince, he said, everybody don't always go down. I don't think he was lying. I think people feeling that way because he was super animated. That's a fact. If that's a fact, that was that energy, that Dominican energy. Like if Louie Lou would have probably told the story at a calmer rate, it would have been different. But he's being himself, man. That's how he felt like telling it. My brother is Jimmy Lee T45. Those dudes was real. Is T45 the rat hunter dude? I'm going to be honest, man. Out of all the organizations I've interviewed every organization on this page except the rat hunters. It's so hard to get an interview from the rat hunters. It's so... Them guys got a tight... That's like Masons. They got a tight ship, man. A tight ship. You can't... Like I said, I hit one up on Instagram. He liked the comment, and that was it. I'm like, damn. I should have put, yo! You know how you get somebody's attention, you be like, yo! Hey, Tommy, 2 times. I wish I could find some Chinese people to interview. For real, for real. Damn, I've been on this live forever. I wish I could find some Chinese people to interview for real. Like the dragons to do their talking about Rikers Island. Hey, T History, I am straight black. Bro, I'm blacker than the Ace of Spades. I am blacker than the Ace of Spades. At DJ, he said his face was swelled up and his clothes were rips. He said, he said his face was swole up and his clothes was ripped. That's all I need to hear. They saying that if they seen that, they would have transferred you, is what he's saying. I don't know. I guess everything's situation is different. I can't speak. I haven't been there. I mean, just back out of this one. Okay, black. Yep. Listen. I have seen some black Dominicans. Black. When I was in the Marine Corps, we had a Dominican girl named Vanessa Parrish. She was a real pretty Dominican girl. She was from New York. She was super duper dark. I haven't hit up China Mac yet. Because a lot of these guys be wanting to know what your budget is. Like, I hit up the guy from Bronx Tale, Lilo Brancato. I said, bro, can you do an interview on my page? I had 1,200 subscribers at the time. I tried to do the sad story. I said, I'm just a little YouTuber with 1,200 subscribers. This man say, what is your budget? I was like, shit, I can buy you a cup of coffee. I ain't got no damn budget. But these guys, they want, bro, I saw 10 of them run a whole jail. Official JB, 10 of who run a whole jail? Yeah, man, asked me what the budget was. Joey Rocks. I'm like, the budget? I'll give you a cup of coffee or something. You want to cash? I'll give you $10 for Cash App. But there's no budget. The budget is 1,200 subscribers.